All right, guys. Here we go. Here we are once again, live. We're gonna be watching some MPL matches tonight. That's the plan. MPL ID. We're gonna be catching up because we haven't watched. I've barely watched any this season. Life's just been, life's been life. Life has been life. But we're making it. If you're just coming in, say hello in the chat, all that good stuff. Ritz, what's up? Hi. Hi. MMR, how's it going? We're going to be watching some MPL ID games tonight, guys. That's the plan. Life has definitely been life. It's true, Sometimes life is just life, and that's all you can ask for, guys. We need to share the stream on Instagram. Ooh, that camera looks clean. God damn, that camera looks good. All right. Wrath, what's up, man? Yo. We're going to share the stream real quick. Wait. Perfect face for that, We live. All right. Share the stream, all that good stuff. One more, I think I blinked. R, what's up? It's kind of hot in here, yo. Is my AC all the way up? It's just me. I need a new AC unit, guys. That's like the next thing I need to get, man. This window unit is a little too small. It's not cutting it, especially when I'm casting. Holy crap, man. When I get to yelling and stuff, it gets hot in here, man. I get to sweating. It's rough, guys. It's real rough. It's real tough. But enough of all that. We're not going to waste too much time. Hope everybody's doing all right. Oh, man. I went to Universal Studios yesterday with my daughter. She rode, or not yesterday, Monday. God, today's Wednesday. That was 2 days ago. Monday. Went to Universal Studios with my daughter. She rode the King Kong ride. She got scared as shit, but it was fun. I rode the Velocicoaster ride, which I was scared as shit, but it was fun. It's been a good week so far. It's been a good week. Super slow at work. Holy crap. Tuesday night. I had to work a double on Tuesday, which means I worked all morning, and then I had a small break in the middle of the day, and then I closed at night. And that night shift, we had one reservation, which that's insanity. That is pure. It was a two-top at that. It was so slow. It's like we're getting to the max slowness point of season, and then right in October it'll start to pick up again. But it has been so slow. It has been so slow. There's chat. Oh, man. Other than that, though, same old, guys. Let's watch some games. Here's the plan. We're not going to do it all tonight. But over the next week or so, we're going to try to watch maybe every Onyx game and every RQ game. I can't commit to watching every single game, but I think we're going to watch every Onyx and every RQ game. That's the plan. Maybe we'll throw in some Alter Ego games here and there, some Bigatron games here and there, whatever, all that good stuff. Is Alter Ego third right now? Is that who's third right now? Or is it Geek Slate that's third right now? I can't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm sure someone in chat will tell me. Here we go. So this is day 3, week 1. This is the very first game that Onyx plays. It's up against RQ. I think I recall RQ winning this. I can't remember, though. But we're going to watch it.
But actually, it's going to be that
we got some time
that is
tonight.
what they are really afraid of.
We go at least 2 hours. At least 2
right.
hours.
All right. Okay. Angela is available here. Arlott, Franco. Because the crazy thing about this match, bros, like for the side of RQ, do they want to respect
I learned
Naomi
some things,
here? Do they
guys.
want
I was looking
to
at
take it away earlier on, or are they willing to let it go?
Let me make
Are they willing
sure
to just secure a
volume's
power hero for
okay.
themselves and try to outgun
Turn myself up a little bit.
RQ?
Get my mic closer to my mouth. There
There
we go. So,
even the worst matchup seems like
fun
a
facts,
matchup
guys. Fun
for
facts.
that hero, and
You know,
that
sometimes I go on Wikipedia and I do some
go
research
for
on
that
things.
Aramis.
And if you guys remember last season, I dropped that meta video about how all the metas are literally the same when it comes to hero picks. This is actually the first season of Mobile Legends, I think, in a long time where the picks are pretty different, at least so far between North America and Indonesia.
He's actually been
The
banned.
picks are pretty different.
So that
They
actually
are
kind of
pretty different.
answers the question, right? There's a
Um,
lot
I mean, there's still a
limited
lot of the
that
same
live in their
picks,
hero pool.
but there's a
That is
few
viable to
there's a
utilize
few
in this
picks that
meta, so
like
taking it away for
Indo is
themselves,
picking that we are
+9 could be
never
taken away.
picking,
I think it's a
and
solid
vice
move from
versa.
Onyx. But how will
It's pretty
RQ respond?
interesting.
Angela going to be picked up. Uranus is available too. And
Is
there you
Baj
go,
not going to play
dynamic
for
duo.
BTK now in NACT?
Angela
I don't know.
and Uranus. With a link, this becomes the trifecta that Mirko won't shut up about.
Why would you say that?
But now with the
Has there
link
been an
behind
announcement
Dow,
on roster
not
changes
only-
yet?
They could deal, they're still options available.
Duroth, yeah. I was about to say Duroth because it counters Uranus in lane. And there you go, the inside Duroth pick and the Spekido.
Has there been an announcement on roster changes?
Jungler position in the hands of Kyrie.
Doesn't look
That's
like it,
nasty.
so I'm sure we'll
I mean,
see
way back, there was a time where Paquito could be used as a roamer.
when the
I don't
official
think we're
announcements come.
quite there yet.
Drion?
Paquito is one of those picks.
Actually,
never mind.
Paquito's one of those
Pick up the
picks that
parameters.
Indonesia's been
see.
playing a lot, and I think
For
other
now,
regions
though,
have been
having
playing,
that
but for
direct
some
will allow
reason,
whoever is getting targeted,
NA's
getting
not
boosted
playing. I
down
think this is a
with the
pick that
hard
Zane
guard
should be
to just
running
be secured
sometimes,
by
but he's
Onyx.
not.
So it's
I
a
don't
good
know
pick
why.
Overall, but we haven't seen with the new emblems, right?
I think it does enough damage and has enough movement that it can deal with assassin picks. I think this is something that Zane should probably be picking up.
Has
I
always
don't
been
know.
a big priority, and they do so right here.
Yeah, he's forced on the Beatrix here, seeing as a Claude has been taken away. It's his second go-to hero when this occurs.
He just posted it in
thing
his
is-
community. Thank you for everything,
I forgot my
BTK.
train
Then
of
he
thought. I
deleted
had a
it
point. I had a
after
really
around
important
30
point that I really
minutes.
wanted to make, and then I lost it because of the Beatrix thing. But here it is, the
I
charge.
don't know.
What I was about
We'll
to say
see.
is I don't think that this Angela is
I
going
know
to
some
fall
roster
into the hands
changes are
of
coming.
Naomi.
You can
I
say
think
that.
it's a Clay pickup. So be wary.
I can say that I
for
don't think he's
a
playing on
roam
any
pickup
other
here for the
team.
side of
I
RRQ.
can't give any solid details. I missed briefing tonight, actually. Dave's probably going to be mad at me, especially because I'm streaming right now.
It's still up for grabs here. I think
I missed
RRQ
briefing.
could
I had
take it,
some.
so-
I have some things I have to do Wednesday nights.
By showing, just
So.
flashing out at Angela, but moving it to the mid lane. If they do so, though, it's going to be a fair miss, and that's going to be a very tough lane to try
Export
and contest
jungle?
in the mid game. Early game,
Not a
Angela
horrible
has it in
pick.
the bag.
And I really want to talk about the Paquito and Duroth pick again, right? Why? Duroth.
I think
shreds
Zane is
armor.
like, I don't know, man. I
Paquito
think he's like,
kills
I think a lot of
physical.
people think
Imagine
this is
the
something
damage
can happen to a
combo
lot of people in
that
major
this
when like
duo can bring onto
things
it, not
happen.
just Uranus, but the whole comp of
when major
RRQ.
meta changes
They
happen, but it's
need
like
to be wary of the situation.
I
There
think
you
there's
go.
some like
A hero for
fear
keyboard,
of
a hero
like
that can pick off
getting
the
too
Beatrix.
outside of the box,
Instead
or
of
maybe
leaving it.
like
But then again, I
maybe you play
see
something in rank in the
Kufra
first few games, it doesn't do
perhaps
that well,
for
so you just kind of like give up on it.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I think that it's
Like
not
I'm
the right move
like
as I'm
Paquito is OP right now.
We'll have to see. I mean, just
At
right
least in
now, it's gonna be a
Indonesia, I don't know
force event.
why no
So the
one's
mid
picking him
prio,
here. It
are they just
really
trying
makes
to
no
hint that
sense.
They have the Faramis in the mid lane. This could still be flexed out technically if they really wanted to. This is why it's so scary drafting at the highest level. A roamer, I feel, at this point, right? And save.
Naomi. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, Franco. The suppression comes
Oh, Baj has
through. A
no
lot of
visa.
engages, so perhaps that suppression that
Crowd control Drian stepping in. The last time, 3.
Oh, but for the side of Onyx, it's gonna be the Harris, so not a marksman in the gold lane. Finally, it's gonna be a Kufa. Signature pick for Keyboy. Dangerous.
It's very dangerous again, and again, somehow put pressure here, right? With the Franco and Angela mid-roam, one thing for sure is that they lack wave clear in that mid-area, which I feel like they can, or Onyx can exploit.
There's going to be, is it going to be a jungle pick from RRQ?
It's got to be.
I don't know, that's going to be sad if Baj.
Could it be something like?
I think Baj and Yato's weakest link in
sure
synergy.
if
I don't know.
If it's Versix style, but so far he's played the box chess, so tanky heroes.
It's kind of interesting to say that though, right? Because Yato was one of the best players in NACT Grand Finals. I was one of the casters that voted for him as MVP of the finals.
We'll have to see in 2 seconds. It's gonna be the Bane instead.
So I don't know.
Slow down the movement in the middle of
I don't know.
team fights.
Yeah, what I was
It's
about
like,
to say,
and I keep getting questions, and people ask
can
me in
fit
DMs and stuff like, "What do you think
personal
wrong with
opinion
BTK?"
for
I don't know, man.
because of how
I think there's some things they need to work on. I've already said it a bunch of what I think is wrong.
Unfolded to
It's like
be
beating a
with
dead
the
horse at this point.
dynamics of the roster.
We'll
I think
see.
It's a little too risky. So
We
they go
will
for something
see.
A little safer in the Bane, making it a little bit more equal against the Paquito jungle. But if we have to make a quick prediction,
Maybe it's just a lack of growth.
what about you, Rashi?
Zane gave a point. I think it's some. I saw some clip of Hoon and Zane and stuff.
On the drafts.
And Zane was talking
You
about
RQ's draft here?
I think that's
like a
potential.
lot
If
less
they
practice in
execute
TOB, which
properly, I think that's the key
in
word
turn
here.
would mean
If
like
they
less
execute
growth, right? Like
properly, don't
BTK
get
is still the
caught
same
off
BTK
guard
as
by
at the end of last
rotations,
season,
by
to
the
whereas
pickoffs. They have everything they need. Long range poke.
TOB has grown a lot.
Utility in the middle of those team fights. We'll just have to see, man. These games usually go in late, and the B-Tricks, that's where it actually shines.
With that aggression coming in from Onyx and the
How is Warrior? I have no idea how he plays.
coming in from
I don't know. I mean,
RRQ.
I remember him
Ladies and
from
gentlemen,
like a
welcome
while
to the
ago and
Royal
seen him play
Derby,
here and there,
game
but it's
number
been a while.
one
He's I
between
mean, he's been a
both of
BTK
these
player though for a
iconic
while, hasn't he?
teams.
It's going to be Onyx and RRQ here.
I don't
Who
know.
will strike first is the question.
He's just never really competed
Spell check,
in
emblem check,
events.
Arashi. It seems like 3 members from
So we'll
each
see.
teams chose to use the Purify. No,
We'll see in
Flicker.
stage 3.
One each use the Purify.
Only see W with the Purify, and on the other side, Banana. And if you look at the emblems,
That's a
lot more
great point. Like, and
diversity,
whoever
lot more
someone said that
damage
earlier too.
being sought
Yato's going to
after
improve
for the side
whatever it is.
of
Yato will gain
BTK.
experience in ISF, and Warrior's the roamer, and he will
We'll
gain
have
more
to-
synergy with
hang on,
Chicken and
I
Yato.
feel
Take
This
my
is the
word.
wrong emblem.
Looks different.
BTK
This
will
looks
win this
familiar,
NACT.
though. I
It
think
looks
it might be from the
familiar.
previous
I don't
year.
know who's going to win
So
this
we'll have to wait on
NACT.
that. But with that Brave Smite, with the Purify, Banana.
There's
is
gonna be
really
4
trying to
teams in
be
playoffs,
the
guys.
playing, but you have to be careful. Other targets all vulnerable here. I think Keyboy.
Playoffs
has
is a
lot to
different
prove,
beast, and I think
a lot to do to ensure this team
America
actually
is
comes out
also
on
getting to a
top here.
point where
I
playoffs
don't
is a
know what's
different
going to
beast,
happen
which
when
I'm
the
very
game
happy to
doesn't
see.
rotate mid,
Now that we're
right?
gonna have
Because
4
the
teams in
mid lane
person,
control is definitely in favor
knows,
of
man?
Onyx, and here you go.
Oh, Naomi flickering out. Clay with the puppet trigger.
Oh!
With the hook here, Keyboy forced to use the flicker early.
Oh.
Does not matter. Clay with the first blood.
I want to say this before I go on here, because I don't want to get too stuck on talking about BTK and stuff while we're watching Indo games. I want to say this real fast. Just like how sometimes in-person games, like how being in an offline finals and stuff, can hurt a player if it's your first time. You can get nervous. Sometimes it can make some humans in general feed off of that. They will play better. They will get in front of a crowd and hear that first cheer when they make a big play, and it pumps them up, and they get in the zone. I mean, like for me, for casting, man, once I get in the zone and I start hearing, like, and the game gets going, and like when I was at M4 and things are going, like, it pumps you up. You feed off that. So I just want to say this too, is you never know who might just show, like any of the other 2 teams other than BTK and 2B could also show up and you'd be like, holy shit, they're a whole different team now that they're in person. Like, those possibilities are also there. Yes, nerves are a thing, but some players feel, like, I think, for example, I think Baj pumped up in the last NACT Grand Finals. I think Yato, like, I thought they were going to be super nervous. They played really well. So, I mean, you just never know. And I think with 4 teams this playoffs, it could be interesting. I hope it's interesting. I hope what I'm saying is true, and I hope what I'm saying turns out right, but who knows.
RRQ strikes first in this game.
RQ First Blood.
Gotta respect that Franco Iron Hook threat, man. don't walk too close to the turret, especially this early on in the game. With that bit of
Z and best player are
advantage right
dangerous,
here,
though.
It's not a big deal just yet, but look at CW trying to make an aggressive
Renial,
play.
what's up?
Oh.
Yo, yo.
Already. Now, Naomi came just in time to be that big brother presence. No, top side, take a look. Means that with Frank
Naomi's been
onside, it adds
showing
more
up, bro.
pressure towards RQ. Perhaps they do not want
Huh?
to contest this turtle.
He's been doing his thing.
You see that actually Skylar gets left
From the
alone
clips
at
I've been
bottom.
seeing and the
Front of
words
the,
I've been
free
hearing.
turtle for Onyx, and in the bottom side, oh, the hard guard's being used.
Oh, very low. CW, what a catch by Keyboy.
Spirited away.
Good
Hello.
night, Skylar. Keyboy with the clutch, rage, and revenge.
Hey, man,
RRQ.
I voted for KOF
Onyx
against Avalon.
equalized.
Yeah, they're trading back here, and taking a look at the talents prediction is going to be 4 for Onyx, 2 for RRQ. And you can hear the crowd just really chanting for Papulong there. It's a fun fact that he's never voted for Onyx before.
He never votes for the majority, man. For the ones that you think are gonna win. But look at RRQ. You're talking about team fights. They seem to be trying to go for pickoffs. 2 focusing marks on their composition, and then 2
All right.
quantum charges.
We got
just to ensure
big
that they don't
damage,
have to
big level
away
4,
from
level
all the
6.
dive, but would that be enough?
Oh my, like that. I was just gonna say for
Rotation.
Monic, you have
What
big, a big
deny
power
rotation
spike,
there from
and with
Keyboy,
boots as well. You have
was the timing Onyx was
so
there.
Paquito, who
and
probably has like one of the
was
biggest level 4 to level 6
without
spikes
cover.
out of anyone in the
Gets
game. I
taken
feel
out.
like
The kill pressure
like
once again.
those
right?
levels right
Onyx,
there.
they
There's just
practically
pressure,
win
man.
all these 3 lanes, and they're able
You
to
also
make the
have
most out of
some
it so
great early
far.
game
1,000
coming
gold
from
lead.
Boots on
What
this
is the
Dairoth.
lead looking like
Good
in
mid
terms of
game coming from
items?
Dairoth,
So
especially
nothing
if he's just able to
significant. I think
stalemate
Two
here.
has been built up, but
And then you have nice end game with CW on the Harris. So Onyx looks
highlight
clean.
right here has finished the first
RQ.
collider, gives you quite a bit of
Starlium size.
the Starlium side. Gives
I
you a
don't
bit of
know.
true
I don't.
damage,
I
a bit
feel
of
like
mana
as we can
well.
already
It's
see
a
the
great
one death
item
on
to
first
have
pick.
on
I feel
top
like
of the Impure Rage
Ballman
emblem,
in this
because
stage of the
CW is
game
pretty
can't really
independent in
handle the
that lane,
damage from
unless he
Paquito.
makes a mistake.
With him
For
being
Skylar,
a fighter
that's
as
a
well,
hammer,
he's got to
but
get
won't really be
close,
enough just yet.
and it's
Oh.
tough.
Oh!
Oh!
This is the one I'm talking about. The armor shred and the physical attack. Bounce. Well, luckily for Uranus, the hard guard was there, but
Any thoughts on BTK
not
versus
for the
BTR?
Angela, he was
I don't know, man.
shredded there top side.
I don't know how BTK is gonna do.
1,500 gold. He now looks
It's just
for
you.
the turtle
There's
tech. Let's see
Warrior
here.
and best player.
RQ, will they
Chicken
be able to
Yato,
contest this time?
Well, they
and,
did. They used up the hard guard before the turtle fight, so it
Warrior
won't be
best player,
available
Chicken
in the next
Yato,
few
and
seconds.
T.
Keep your eyes on keyboard.
No,
You might be
ISO.
looking for something right now.
So like Yato and
Here
ISO
it
have a
seems
little
like
bit of
Naomi
chemistry, but
still
Chicken I would say
looking
doesn't
for
really
an
have like full
opening.
chemistry with
Versick
them just yet.
Not in position, not in prime position.
Oh,
but Keyboy
my God,
is
Keyboy.
in prime position to catch Versick. Again, if Versick gets taken out
So it
twice
just depends
already in this game,
on how
it
smooth
seems
they
like
get.
They still want more here. Keyboy zoning Skylar out at his turret.
I feel like Chicken, being the most experienced, has to kind of like
Oh,
step up to the plate, right, and lead the team. But does he have the personality to do that?
Use the flicker.
I don't know how he is in drafts. I don't know how his comms are in
they're
game.
still
So
going for
like,
it here. Goni, they're diving.
Flicker pull, Skylar. Naomi gets taken out. Skylar will be next on the chopping block as well as Clay will be out with the flicker. But there you go.
And if he,
two
like,
members
speaks
taken
up
out,
and
plus
can like
the
lead the
turret.
team. But I feel like him being the most experienced and everyone knowing how
3,300
good
gold
Chicken
lead in
is,
the first
I
5
think he's
minutes.
kind of got to be
Full
like the
objective
pillar of
control,
support for the
full
team,
map
right?
Control here for the side of Onyx. And they are putting RQ in a tough position. But Boots is going to get caught here for sure, right?
Oh, what? Boots almost with the outplay there. 3 versus 1 was a bit too much there. Perhaps
5-2, Onyx up.
to sustain, but almost.
Keyboy.
Almost.
Keyboy is just making a statement right here, man. Oof. Onyx is just not letting up. They know that they have a bit of an early advantage. They don't have a marksman, keep in mind. So RRQ, if they can last longer, I think there's a better chance for them to come out on top in the middle of these fights. For Onyx, though, they are fully focused on tearing apart the whole map before it reaches that part.
Oh my god. RQ, they need to slow down their tempo here. You need to pick your battles.
I mean, they were trying to get a pick on it to CW, but CW was still able to.
I'm
pull
excited to
that
see what
out.
PH looks like,
It's very
man,
difficult for Naomi
in this meta
to
right now.
Continue that kind of kill pressure with how Onyx are
Because
playing this. In
the
top
ping
side,
makes
you
them
can
too hard to
already
play.
see they're
People
pushing
are,
once again,
bro.
looking for more objectives.
You got best player over here
And
playing
if,
Ling
let's say,
and
the
Fanny.
Matrix gets that power spike, is the damage going to be enough?
considering that the heroes on the side of Onyx aren't that tanky, we'll have to see. Right now, though, that's a big engage.
Suppression connects. Call Alter save the day. Naomi flickers out the
Oh.
Keyboy.
Nice.
Finds one. First hit with the help of Guard now.
Keyboy's gotten
with
fucking.
the deadly catch. Tickling the backside now. Kyrie with the Keto. Already with the presence, killing pressure.
Kyrie.
First hit.
Kyrie.
Where are you going? And
Oh!
The armor strike killing spree for Dreon. Only first hit falls, but that is more than enough for Onyx.
Well played, well played.
Again, regain map control.
We were questioning the synergy coming in from Onyx, but look at Dreon, 3-0-2. He's always there at the perfect time with the Cult Altar to save his teammates. And it looks like Naomi's kill pressure is just a little too underwhelming compared to the Cult Altar.
Well, right now, if he gets an Iron Hook onto someone, who's supposed to follow up and finish off the job? Skylar is really behind, and Persik isn't
The word
doing too
outplay
well
has become a
either.
meme in
Both of them
NACT.
are the main tools
Yeah, I
they want
guess.
to use for that burst damage. So until a bit later, when items are actually on the table, there's not much RRQ can do, and they're stuck just trying to hold out, and the Minion Wave actually gets a turret for them. So all things considered, not the worst of situations. They could be sitting on 0 turrets.
Chicken in
but
the streams
look
the
at
heal
this
gap
play from
every
Onyx,
EXP
man.
laner and
Keyboy on
ISF
the
and carry the
sides,
team.
everyone else pressuring
Did he
the
say
front.
that?
What
Did
the-
he really
Whoa,
say that?
Dreon.
Were those his words? Were those his exact words? Or are we pulling something
Siege take, turret take.
pulling something else out?
5,000.
Send me the timestamp, yo.
Onyx.
Stream and
They are
timestamp. Shoot
looking
it.
on form even without Suns. Keyboy is so scary on the Kufra. His mechanics, that flicker alt combo, it gets you out of nowhere. And literally RRQ, they're banking on the damage coming in from Skylar. If he gets taken out, then it's GG.
Onyx is going to get the Lord setup advantage right here, but RRQ,
Did he
hang
say
on.
gap?
Are they just
Did
trying
he
to go
literally
all
say I'm
in?
gonna gap
Hang on.
everybody?
Are they going to try and just go for the turrets, go for the base turret? There's protection. They can't do that easily.
It seems like they're will coming on towards the inner turret broad side.
Jon Snow, you know
It's
nothing.
just a free loader
Don't ask
minute
where
number
Sans
9.
is.
Well, in
You
a
know
way,
nothing, Jon
one of the
Snow.
win conditions is
I'm just
to
kidding,
let
I don't
go
know
of
either.
objectives that
This
they
was the
know
first
they
week,
cannot
so.
contest. Seeing as they're 5,000 gold behind, that might just be the better play, showing again that RRQ is still adjusting and adapting.
I'm thirsty, guys.
Man, with the Lord here pushed top side, I don't think it's 5,000 gold lead. What do you think here? Can they defend?
It's the first
tough.
Lord.
Yeah, it is the first Lord. They should be able to clear it, but it's tough, man. Look at the damage dealt.
Yeah, they
Skylar
can
very
clear.
underwhelming there on the board. Versick
Unless
has
they
done
whiff.
actually a bit more.
I don't know. They
But
do
look at
have
that
Drian. They
damage
do have
with
Faramis.
Dreon being the number 1 on
It's
the
definitely
leaderboard.
closable for
You don't
Onyx,
feel
but
it,
it's also
the damage coming
savable from
Faramis
RQ.
is subtle, but it hurts.
Especially in the midst of a chaotic team fight, those bounces will start adding up. For now, though, ooh, Naomi with a bit of a good read there. Unfortunately, the Iron Hook wasn't long enough. Keep your eyes on Drian, though, not for the damage, but to make the play with a Cult Altar. A 5-man dive that is essentially immoral with a second life. That is scary, and there's not enough crowd control on the side of RRQ to try and stop that.
Yeah, keep your eye on Keyboy as well. He has Flicker and also the Rage. Let's see. He's charging up. No, he will not commit to this time. Deadly Catch has been popped, though, and the turret here, top side, will not fall just yet, I believe, yeah? Or
clear.
they managed to clear that wave, so a very,
Easy.
very good defense shown by RRQ.
I mean, technically, they do still have high ground, right? They have the Deadly Catch from Bane. They also have the ultimates coming in from the Beatrix. But 3 waves are crashing once again. I'm wondering if Onyx want to go and commit for this.
Let's see. Shaman 4.
Oh, good play, good play, good play.
Finds one. Call Alter pop. Fritzek will not be able to survive. And take a look at Boots now with the Deeroth. Looking for an opening, but Flicker, Bloody Hunt canceled. What a read by Keyboy. Onyx, 8,000 gold lead. No
Well played.
base turrets taken down, though. So overall, RRQ, they managed to defend their base.
Almost like the best case scenario for RRQ.
Bro,
The fact that
Keyboy
they only
is-
lost 1 member and didn't
Well,
lose
he's
any
coming
base
out of
turrets.
nowhere, that
That's
guy.
really good, but losing their jungler, though, that's a bit of a tough situation. Now Onyx backs away, and RRQ immediately trying to extend, try and find some control, some gold in the jungle, but Onyx already on the way back. But look at the damage. That can add up.
Next
the longer the game
Tuesday
goes,
is,
but let's take a look at the instant replay by the Samsung Galaxy S series.
Next
Everyone
Tuesday
engages onto
morning,
Banana,
next
but
Monday
afterwards,
night
it's
is
Versick.
ISF.
He almost sees it with the hard guard, but it won't be enough. And Naomi,
Are they
even
gonna
try to
stream
make
the
this
group
play work.
stages?
There's a good chance to try and use the
Because
turrets
there's
to
3
try and
games
secure this
happening
kill,
at the
but
same time.
Onyx, they're just too on point. They understand what
How are they
RRQ
gonna
is
do
trying
that
to
one?
go for and deny it completely.
Kibo
Are they
is
just gonna pick which
terrifying,
one they
man.
stream?
Kibo is
reminds you of
terrifying.
someone?
It reminds me of Tranquilo, now gone.
I looked on Wikipedia
right?
and there's 3 games happening at the same
Insane.
time.
The way that he's able to predict that movement, cancel it out, that kind of renders the capabilities of a Franco kind of useless, especially with the fast cooldown of skill 1 from
Out of all the other
Onyx now just going for the
matches
next level
happening at the same
just
time
like
as
that.
Indo
Of course,
versus NA, I
that
think
10K
if they had to
gold
pick
lead
one game,
RRQ,
Indo NA is
there's
definitely the one
nothing
to
they can
pick.
do,
There's
but
no other like
give up enough of these lords. This is what
no
the
other
Lord is
games I
designed
think
to
with as
do,
much
crack
hype as that
open your
one.
base. They cannot just keep hanging back here and hope that the game will swing in their favor. It doesn't work that way. So I think
They usually have
soon
3
enough,
streams at the
there's gonna
same
be a
time.
desperate play being
Now,
made
ISF
before Onyx just comes
It wasn't
in
like
and
that last year,
come
was
and
it?
collectively just ends the game.
Man, 12 minutes in, almost 10,000 gold lead. It was 10,000 gold lead earlier. Arashi, I see you sweating, my guy. I see you sweating.
Must be the passion in the room, man. I mean, there's a lot of action
Passion
here.
in the
Everyone's
room.
so passionate, right? Definitely not worried about the game at all. But let's take a look at how Onyx is going to play this. The purple buff is spawning for RRQ, but they won't be in any condition to contest that. Kyrie goes for their orange as well. This might be the beginning of the final sequence.
Yeah, so there wasn't a
Good
group
at
stage last
all.
time.
10,000 gold behind.
There was just
Onyx
a
pushing
bracket.
all 3 lanes. The Lord marching down in the bottom lane. It's all gonna count if Naomi can.
So it's a
look
little
for
different
pick.
this
They
time.
Have to be careful of Keyboy's concealed play.
Conceal play. Let's see. No commitments just yet, though. Oh, CW quite low, though. Caught there with the turret damage. It seems like the mid-base turret will be defended by RRQ still. But there you go. Again, they're okay, Dreon. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, oh. Onyx, 10,000 gold lead still.
Well, you can see Skylar
Like
still
for
has some
Snapdragon,
sense of
for
damage
ESL, they
here,
did
so
that.
Onyx, they can't be too careless, but if they go on the right target at the right time, it's still gonna be quite the easy win in my opinion. Now Onyx full HP yet again are gonna try and take out the turret. Look at that engage though!
E-boy finding 2, and this is it. 3 members defending.
Well played,
Not
well
gonna be
played.
enough as Banana falls
Oh.
as well.
Dream with
Onyx
the flick.
still
Oh, that was
as
clean.
Naomi flickers out of the way. And take a look at the minions. It's here for Onyx to strike
GG's.
first, and this is Onyx winning game 1.
The MSC champions, ladies and gentlemen, being able
No,
to
yeah,
lead
so
this
it's
Royal
groups. It's 4
Derby.
teams in a group. Top 2 qualify,
they
and then it goes
just
to bracket.
really
But what I
melted
mean is,
as
so
one.
if
They
you look on
coalesced
Wikipedia
as
and you
one
look at the
in
live
terms of
what
that
time the
gameplay.
games
Their
are happening,
synergy was so on
it
point,
shows you like the
and
time
their
that the
game
games are happening,
plan
right?
was
Group A, B,
perfect.
C, and D.
What could RRQ have
Their
done
match
there?
1, match
At
2, and
any-
match
every
3
single
all
moment, they
happen
were
at the
able to
same
take
time
those
for
2
each group.
lords
So like match
without
1 in Group
any
A happens
contest
the
at
same
all
time as
through
match
the
1 in Group
proper
B, C, and D.
game plan and of
So
course the
if they're gonna
execution.
stream the group
Keyboy at
stages,
every turn in the
then
early game, RRQ are trying to abuse
they'll
a lot
have
of
to.
different
They're
mechanics,
probably just
and
gonna
every
pick
single
one. I'm
time,
guessing.
Onyx is in the right place,
So
has the right
hopefully
plan
it's
to shut it
America
down
versus
completely. And after a plan B from RRQ,
BT.
there's no plan C.
It's America
They just
versus
look completely
Indo.
lost.
Is that Leo?
Gain.
Is that my boy Leo and Gideon?
What Rose said earlier kind of scares me. Easy that. Okay.
bahwa bahkan untuk mendominasi juga sangat besar untuk Onyx.
Especially as a first
Kuya
pick
Trex.
very early
What's up,
on,
Ray?
are trying to use it for.
Welcome,
It
welcome.
really depends though, Arashi, right? But let's get you into the drafting phase here for game number 2. Potentially,
I'm gonna grab some
Therapist
water
is a
real quick,
viable
guys.
option,
I need
but
something
that
to drink.
depends on how the bans go, right? Because last time around, the Yi
Weird
was
clean
taken
up all
out,
this.
Valentina was taken out.
Cups on
So one of the only viable options was either the Farsa or the Faramis, and according to that game style, the Faramis was the better choice.
Yeah, it really is a peculiar first pick, but then again, Onyx, they made it work. And I do want to mention a fun fact as well here, Arashi Eterna. I think this is the only match that, the first time ever that we see 3 nationalities in a match, no? Indo, PH, and Myanmar.
You are right. Right, because RRQ, when they were playing against Aura, there weren't any Filipino imports. But that's not the case, so we have a bit more of a diversity showing
in a
in this
match.
match. All right. Well, Farsa has been taken away as well. So moving back into the game, you have to really wonder what is RRQ's plan on dealing with this. Were they trying to just target Drian because they think he was not used to the meta? He's going to be a bit rusty. That backfired big time. So now for RRQ, something else. A new strategy must be drawn up. And there was a lot of time during that, you know, that pretty fun Q&A with Gideon and Leo to try and cook something up.
Let's see here. Valentina was the last hero to be banned by the side of RRQ, by the side of Zaya. Will they do it again?
I think they'll leave it open, honestly. They
Paquito
should
ban?
leave
Alright.
it open. There you go, Joy, right? Because if they ban out the Valentina, if Onyx pick up the Faramis, then they don't have an answer towards it. But if
Okay.
both of these are left open, then they can start to contest. Who do they prioritize, Faramis or Valentina?
Paquito.
Well, when have we seen that strategy, that thing before? Like, oh, Valentina countered by Faramis. Oh,
There you go.
we're really going back all the way. But Onyx will very intelligently pick the Valentina first.
Adds more variety, right? When you pick up the Valentina. You're a Valentina player, Eterna, and you can see how diverse this hero can bring. We saw it already as well, displayed in Mpl Id. Don't let it
It could
Valentina
be
pick. Paquito this time picked up from RQ.
Is the answer.
Kadita.
This could still be a mid lane Kadita. I believe Clay was the one operating this hero a while back in the previous matches. So many more picks they can use.
Charlotte. But then that can be countered by Gyroth again.
Uranus is
How's everybody feeling about new RQ, huh?
But how crazy would it be if RRQ just pick up the Direct
Naomi,
That's
Banana.
fight fire with fire? And
They're doing pretty well,
Melissa,
huh?
Finally, we haven't seen it so far in the season, but makes an appearance with a go away. So we'll see if CW can withstand
This is another hero that
potentially Banana.
I think we should see more in NA.
That's an
Melissa.
expensive pick, I think, for the side of Onyx, right? They're going to be
People
able to
are, like,
take that
picking
pressure
Brody
from Paquito,
before
which we
Melissa.
saw was a huge
I don't know, man.
bother in game number 1. So coming into this, how are they going to round it out? Do you
Like,
think
this
they're
is
gonna
probably the
commit onto
first
Gyroth
time,
before it gets
honestly.
banned?
I don't
But
think so. I
Melissa
don't think
is
so.
really popular in Indo. I will say that. Like,
Perhaps they
Melissa's
can't secure
a much more
marksman
popular
here.
marksman than like many other many other countries. Even last season,
Beatrix. Okay.
before MSC,
Back to the good
Indo
old
was like
Beatrix.
heavy
But they
prioing
really
Melissa
feel that this
when like
Uranus is gonna
no
be a
other
big
regions
problem.
were.
The way
that
they
kinda
dealt
makes
with it
sense.
Last time was using that Boxia, but I'm not sure if that is something they want to try against a team like Onyx. It gives them the mobility. It gives them that roaming squad, the Kadita, Boxia, and Paquito combo, right? But it's risky.
It is definitely risky, right? I mean, second phase here. RQ with their composition, they perhaps
I think she's super
want to
underrated here in
eliminate
NA.
heroes that can definitely enter the back line again. So I'm looking at a hero. Okay, there you go.
Bro,
Makes
PH,
sense,
Philippines
right?
is starting
Lancelot
so
can
late
find
on their league,
angles
bro.
towards backside, so they
On
want to
MPL.
eliminate that
It's
from him.
crazy.
Yeah, Hayabusa man might come through here for the side of RQ.
They're literally
I
like,
think that's really wise. Here from the side of Onyx, once again, they're going to
just
start
imagine if we get 5
respecting
MS and
taking
NA.
away the Franco,
Yeah.
realizing that the Kadita can be played by Clay, it still can be flexed. So Hayabusa banned out. They do still have a lot of
I mean, at
options though,
playoffs.
right? Martis is an option.
Playoffs,
But Hayabusa
It'll be
isn't
looking
banned out
good
just
for
yet,
them
though. That's
boys.
still a possibility.
they'll be there.
So what would they
Yeah.
ban out here? Yuzong? Oh, but they already have a Uranus. Who can dive into the back line? Kufra? Do they want to respect Kufra here?
That's not a bad ban.
It was one
Kufra's
of the
not a bad
big
ban.
signature picks that actually
just
made
ban out
game
Keyboy
one
more.
So difficult for them. And they have Kakita, they have
Hayabusa.
a Paquito as well. A Kufra could be a problem, but that might be a bit too expensive of a ban.
Cho.
Cho instead, hinting that they are going to go for a bit of an assassin, perhaps.
Yeah, still again respecting. You just double roam.
Where is going to push check a fireman.
Tennis here. Good. It is good going up against
They
Kakita.
pick up a roam
to
here.
dodge. Yeah. You know what? Go Yi Sun Chin. Let's see here. Will
Chin.
in that
Roam.
Is to
Pasha.
try and deal with this healing through.
I don't see Roger is a good pick here. I think Yi Sun Chin here just makes more sense.
We do have a comment here though by Watts. Prediction for the Royal
Sounds
Onyx. Right?
Want I sense a marksman here. I thought of Granger.
Granger?
But I prefer the Bulldog.
You're talking about over. I'm not target.
I just don't think, you know, man, I don't know, man.
Otherwise, Minotaur is going to be stomping
I just
around.
don't feel like
It's the
Granger
Kufra
works right
hands
now.
of Naomi. We'll see if it fares as well
And
as
like people
Keyboard.
all like whenever
Yeah,
we
we'll
talk about
definitely
whenever
see
people
VC
like
here.
whenever like
Shu is on
the
the
hints
other
of
foot
marksman
in the
jungle
drafting
come back,
phase.
people are like
How
Granger.
exciting. Finally, we see Granger.
I don't know,
in
man.
The jungle.
Like,
When
I feel like
previously, the
YSS
first
could be
person to
more
use it after
viable.
the patch, it was actually first pick at SPS. I'm actually wondering if this is going to work out.
But
or
YSS
not.
has to worry too, like with Fredrin being so popular and certain fighters being so popular. He's mobile, but he's not as mobile as you would think he is, right? And I guess the range from Granger and the poke from the Desinata makes it look more viable, right?
Well, against a Boxia though.
FYI,
Granger in a
Sans
way
was sick
could
when
be
this match
an
happened.
unexpected
All right.
Solution because usually chance Boxia.
Gentlemen, let's welcome you to the land of dawn for game number 2 of the Royal Derby. RRQ versus Onyx, with Onyx leading 1-0.
Well, all begins here in the jungle. Let's take a look at the clear speed difference. Kyrie already doing so much, but look at Banana.
Uh-oh,
Wait a minute.
Mana's dead.
Punished.
Flicker.
And
How?
there you go.
What
This is why Paquito template rotation is to cut in that bot side area, and Dreon was there to harass that. And there you go. Flicker wasted, and he gets taken out. Now Kibo uses his flicker to escape.
Uh-oh, Keyboy's in trouble now.
Though is the question at low HP.
Oh, that's GG's.
Yeah, there you go.
Nope.
The heal and second skill comes into
Okay,
clutch
okay.
for Keyboy.
Okay.
This is going to be a Melissa with an Inspire as well, so that's a lot of damage if it goes into that late game. He has a bit more attack speed from the emblems as well, but look at that, already so much action going on.
What the heck? 2v1 now.
No
Skylar.
way.
Low HP, still
Whoa!
on Flicker.
Oh!
That's Sonata. Oh, Flicker with the juke as well. Skylar with the style points there. Oh, now Mersic trying to re-engage, catching one. Oh,
Dead.
This is the problem when you're on the Granger. It's so vulnerable, but then again, RRQ, very, very fast re-engage.
A lot of brawls happening left, right, and center in game number 2. But that's the thing, like you mentioned, Granger, great fast clear, but super vulnerable and completely vulnerable with how fast first it
Split
can rotate
3-3
on
on
the
talent
Boxia.
predictions.
From the talents prediction, is going to be a split 3v3. Let's see who comes out on top.
Hey, Eternal, welcome to the club.
I'm trying to use my curse.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
Why
I
would
like
you-
RQ's draft. I
What?
think it's safer. So we'll see how this pans out, as once again both of these teams are going to be centering around the next neutral objective here. The Turtle take first already opening up the map, the boots as well. But with the position coming in from Clay, Kyrie needs to be very careful.
Oh, Berserk will comfortably
Nice
secure
damage.
that first turtle. No re-engages.
'Kay.
More seems like with Banana. Deals quite heavy
All right.
damage there on towards boots.
Good burst damage from the side of RQ,
Still comfortable
even in
here
mid-game.
with that regeneration.
Early
Now
game
Naomi
too.
charging on towards CW.
Late game
Keyboy is
possibilities
there
with
to hop
Skylar.
around and give heal towards CW.
Side of
on the
Onyx.
side of RRQ, this is going to be a different Paquito than what we used
Not
to.
a whole lot
No
of
point
early,
in
like
charge,
laning
no
phase, I would
sprint.
say,
It's gonna be
honestly.
the
Like
wave
Granger doesn't
smite
have as
as
much
well as
early
a
phase
flicker,
as you
so
think. I think
sure, it'll be
he has a
more
better
of a
pop
trading
around
Paquito,
mid-game,
kind of
like
for lane
4,
dominance.
8 minutes,
Right now,
7
it is
minutes,
RRQ
things
are
like
the ones
that.
having a bit of a window.
And he's
Can
going to
they
get
steal
bull
the
like we're
purple
seeing
buffalo
now. Like
window?
he's really easy to
Gotta be
bully
Berserk
him.
making moves.
Well, seems like
It's easy to bully any marksman jungle, especially with something like a Basha.
Not connect just yet.
Yeah, very,
And the
very
threat of
aggressive
Naomi
here.
and the threat of
RQ, they
Clay.
tried the same thing that Onyx did to them in game number 1. Naomi looking for an opening, but just the presence of Kibo, you can see, kind of deters his movements. He's scared if he goes for an engage, there could be a re-engage or a
Melissa does have
counter-engage with the
insane
Minoan
late
Fury.
game.
It's a little too risky for them to take, but
Bro,
Kyrie,
Banana.
Now, this is it. That's Sonata.
Banana.
The damage from Banana flickering inside.
Very clean, very clean.
Kyrie gets taken out. And take a look at this RQ trying to pull the trigger against outside. Does not connect just yet though. Oh, now Kyrie 0-1. A rare stat you see on Kyrie's name.
Such a dangerous pick, that Paquito. The flicker also allows him to finally secure that kill. Movement speed would have been nice as well, but Naomi might be the next victim.
There we go.
Here.
Yeah, with the minion carry there combined. Gets
I feel like we
taken
haven't
out.
seen Minotaur either a whole lot in
Mersic
recent games in
Oh, this
NA.
match is so annoying
We saw him a
already.
lot in
Getting
stage
tapped
1, I
and
feel
getting
like.
plus now boots.
In
So
stage
big
2, we
damage,
didn't see him that much.
3v2 in this position. Do they have enough damage here? It seems like Kyrie says no, he needs that farm heavily.
Yeah, he's already a level
The
below
Bosch
a
is
Versic
so
right now,
clutch, bro.
and I don't think he's going to be able to contest. And I think that's exactly what they're trying to go for, though. I think Onyx
Oh my
are
god.
trying. Oh no, Drian.
Oh, petrified!
Reminds me of
There
Edward
you
and
go,
Granger
a
on Mobile
kill,
Zane,
a
yeah.
pick off by Clay. With one man down, it seems like it opened things up in the turtle area here again. Oh, take a look, Cooper already hovering around Kyrie, giving vision for his teammates. Yes, they will not contest.
Like,
Top
Bosch
side
is
of
just so
Alyssa
good for so
is
many
only
reasons,
saving
right?
grace here on
Huge
the
mobility,
bank on
which is
CW.
normal, right,
This
for
is a
Basha.
trend we've been
That's
seeing
like
a lot more these days. One side going for the turtle.
tanky,
everyone
does an
else
okay
pressuring
amount of
the other
damage,
side
but I
of the
think the
jungle.
real
The
kicker that
idea
makes
is
him
if
like
you're
so
winning,
good
deny
right
the
now
turtle, but also deny your opposing
is
jungler's buff.
he
But
counters
Kyrie is
so
able
much
to
of the
get that
current
triple
EXP
buff,
lane meta.
and
He
who's
counters
actually
other
kind of
tank
just
jungle
be
with the
annoying.
tortoise
He doesn't have
poisons,
the
but
same kind
mainly
of
like
risk like Banana
like
had in
with-
game number 1.
with
And
the
so as Frosty's not
Uranus,
around, he
with
can
all
just
of
keep
these
regenning.
tanky heroes in the
That's
XP
thing, though,
lane
right? I
becoming
mean, right now, it
popular
looks like
again,
RRQ,
he
they're
deals with
kind
that
of tunnel
so
vision
well.
on punishing Kyrie. They haven't been able to
Like, he
punish
just really
CW just
fits
yet, but
right
I'm
now.
pretty sure in terms of farm, he's not too far behind. They need to be careful. They needed to shut down CW, honestly, and not push too much focus onto Kyrie.
See here, Onyx, they're behind 2,000 in gold. Now, person catching boots. Oh, terrified by the Valentina. But there you go, Drian.
Why does Kyrie keep not
Lead
finishing his
now.
Destinata?
Persic
Why does he
gets
keep on only
orange.
using one or two
It's a 4v1
and not the
now.
third?
Persic terrified. Amino and Free, everything
Oh, he
putting
didn't
onto
use his
on this
Destinata, never
guy.
mind.
Yep, the wheelie gets taken out. A very, very good kill, important kill, as Kyrie picks up his honor strike now. Banana moving on towards Drian with the cover of Kyrie.
Anyone know why
And
Zane is banned in
the
ISF?
damage is there, but Banana got outplayed, and Drian picks up the kill. Meanwhile, on the mid side, oh, Keyboy will not be able to survive.
Well
that
played by
one, as
RQ.
It was a 3v1, and Kyrie caught. Skylar now gets the turret. Kyrie will be able to disengage. CW now jumps in. Will they commit to this? CW. Good disengage, but again, RRQ winning the trade.
What underrated hero do you think people
Great
need to
moves
use
from
more?
both these teams right here, but RRQ gotta be a bit careful with that. Versic was trying so hard to deny the orange buff from Kyrie. He essentially gave his life for it, and I'm not sure if that's completely worth it. The longer the game goes, trading 1-for-1 against a marksman versus a tank like Boxia, yes, he does damage.
I don't know
but
yet.
The Granger eventually
Like,
will
worldwide,
outskill you, so you
globally,
gotta be a bit more
Like I
careful
said, I think
with
NA should be
any
playing
kind
more
of resource.
Paquito.
All they need to do is to say late game, and Keyboy though, a little too overextended, gets taken out. That's not
Oh, what a freaking combo! That was beautiful. One more time.
Kind of resource.
All they need to do is to say late game, and
They think they're
Keyboy,
safe.
though,
They think they're
a little
good.
too overextended, gets taken out. That's not airborne catches two, and Skylar with the double. Let's see, Skylar, will he get the triple? Grian will have more than enough resources to take Banana. Oh, he's not in a prime position to find the flank, but there you go. RRQ, they are back in the second game.
What a knock-up by Clay once again. Dead end from Bogor. Being able to catch three, actually take three down. And RRQ, they were able to pick up the team fight from there.
Of course, Skylar with the lightning quick follow.
I was thinking, like, has anyone tried, like, what's up with some more fighter jungles, man? Like, why isn't, I thought Liam Ward was going to got a big buff. Why is no one playing him? Has anyone tried him in Mpl Id yet? Are we seeing him at all? Anywhere?
Bit more movement speed when you hit for about 1.5 seconds and regenerates 75 to 180 HP per level. So it gives you sustain, it gives you more movement speed, and on a hero like Granger that needs to maintain
Has anyone
positioning,
seen
that
Thamus
movement
played
speed
at
is
all? What
gonna
happened
be
to
a big
him?
Plus, Boots though. Yeah, Boots
I
caught.
feel like
Oh,
there's
no.
still just a
Nowhere
few
to go.
heroes that
Skylar
were not,
Naomi picks
that
up
I don't
the
know if they
kill
just
and
haven't gotten
assist.
tried out yet or
Let's see
what.
now. 5,000 gold lead almost for Sick with the shield.
I
Unity
kind of
will
thought we'd
not
see
be
a lot
afterwards
more
anyone
with
to set
the
the
most
he
recent
wants to get the
big
purple
emblem
buff
system
only. And
changes.
here's the thing though, right? Onyx, they're behind. What they need to do is, hold their ground. They have two marksmen, which deal massive damage if, let's say, minute 14, minute 17, and there you go. Keyboard needs to be careful here.
Oh,
And there you go, the mega kill.
good play by
from Skylar,
Naomi.
but
Gets
Naomi
terrified, gonna
will
get taken out.
be
Kyrie
taken
able to
out
pick
as
up the
well.
kill.
So there's the
Boots gonna
trade
go down though.
as Boots
2 for
will
1.
fall as well as the Petrify connects. Onyx now moving slowly but surely.
Yeah, Gord is
But
back.
there you go,
That's
it's a
true.
2-for-1 still.
RRQ is ahead, but right now, they're not really doing it as cleanly as Onyx does.
Still, RRQ still holding the tempo. Banana, oh no!
Oh, the flank. The Paquito
That was
flank.
clean.
Skylar picks up the kill, and this is looking bleak for Onyx.
How do you slow down the tempo when RRQ forces it on you, right? They have so much catch. First it can go in, Banana can go in, and Naomi can also go in. His picks have been really amazing.
Leo was played by
as well.
BTR.
Very important to the pickoff from RRQ.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? This time Onyx, very
Oh,
minimal
nice.
crowd control, right? Only banking on the minion Furry, and you can see here how Onyx is struggling to find the right opening. Meanwhile, RQ, a lot of crowd control in their kit.
Right now, they're up for sure, but for RRQ, what can they do with this? How can they break the base afterwards? Are they going to maintain this kind of pressure until the Lord spawns? Or are they going to try and end it before that? Because for Onyx, I think they're just content if the game goes longer and longer. Like Gunny mentioned, 2 marksmen, a lot of sustain with more items the longer the game goes. There's nothing wrong with how they're doing it. And the Valentina as well will be doing a lot of damage the longer the game goes. So
They're missing
RRQ,
Sans.
They might be going for a bit of a
They're missing
dive
Sans
here just
right
to
now.
ensure that the game won't get drawn out.
Drian
That
is
where
playing instead of
Onyx
Sans.
might get a chance to go for an outplay, a counter engage with the Minoan Fury perhaps.
See here, Lord Boots will be able to open up.
Any
things
heroes
here,
you guys
seems
think
like.
could be
But no,
could
not
be
playing.
very viable but aren't
Oh,
getting
onto
played?
CW, the right target. Lord has been taken down though. It's a 5v4 situation for Onyx. RRQ managing the waves. They still have pressure. 8,000 gold lead now.
Using everything to make sure that CW does not
What
get a
other
chance to
fighter
play the
jungles
game.
were there? So
Look
there was,
at these Renner
like, in the
shots,
past.
chunking everyone for about 2,000 a pop. Wow, dude, Skylar is just
There
on
was
a roll right now.
Thamus, Dyroth was a
RRQ,
popular
they're going
fighter
for
jungle
war
for
right
a
here. They know
while.
that their marking is not up yet, but only for 2 more seconds. Here it comes.
Keto, but he's in right now.
Let's see,
Um,
Racer top side has been taken down, and CW finally collects his golden staff. This might be a game changer. One more item perhaps for the side of Kyrie here.
Ray Ash, what's up, man? Welcome,
Endless
welcome.
battle, true damage
How you doing, bud?
is what they need.
Yeah, for sure. But
Onyx hasn't taken a
how
single
are they supposed
tower.
to maintain the defense, Onyx? If Clay is able to thread the needle like that, the way that he did before, get that perfect petrify and the pick off onto CW, it's just GG.
Alucard?
Kyrie isn't going to have.
You guys
as
think
much
that's like a
DPS
possible?
to utilize in these
Maybe we
team
see it
fights,
at some
especially
point?
That they lack
I
that
don't know.
AOE. RQ, they're playing really well here in the second game.
I feel like what they're doing right now is also using Banana as a secondary engage tool. If you pay attention, right? There's only supposed to be 1 knockup, or 2.
I think the
Well,
problem with Alucard is
occasionally,
this, right? Or not
it's
really the
expected
problem.
Banana will come in with a knockout
Kinda, he
strike,
doesn't have,
and that
so
can be
like,
paired with a Breath of the Ocean,
he's
that can be
similar
paired with
to Martis
you know,
in a
rough
sense
lead
of
amplify
like
combo coming in from
crazy
Clay,
scale.
as well as a
If
snipe from
you
Skylar.
start
So
to
the way
snowball,
that RRQ
you're
can
just
go
gonna
for pickoffs
smash,
is
right?
so
Like if you can get the
multifaceted.
snowball in
This
the
is
early
exactly
game,
what Onyx was doing
it's
against them,
GG's.
but
Um,
Clay survived
Like
from
lots
that
of
play,
possibilities
and look
for
at that, the whole
savages and
jungle,
maniacs, you know,
everything
just
is
like
fully under RRQ's
that
control.
insane capability
man,
of
look at
early
the
game scale
additional item
snowball.
coming from
The
Banana.
problem with Alucard is
Is that gonna
he
affect
doesn't
how this
have
game
any
is going to
CC.
go?
and the amount of damage, like everything he
again.
does can
It's a
also be
reset.
done by
Minute
like,
13,
I
Lord
feel
is
like
in
can be
hands
done
now.
by
RQ,
Paquito or
full
Martis.
control of the map.
Except
Boots, though,
Alucard
will
has no CC.
occupy the top side here, it seems like.
So like,
Yeah, they will give
if
support for
Alucard
Green.
doesn't
Green
scale,
question mark.
if Alucard
Skylar,
doesn't scale, he
murder
offers
shot
nothing
is
in
not gonna
return.
connect, and it's gonna be a comfortable
Like
origin
it's
by
too
the side of the
risky.
regular
It's too
kill.
high risk.
That is just Clay zoning everyone away with the potential. Not even a real skill. Like,
I'll be
he
watching
wasn't even using
ISF,
any real
yes.
spells to threaten. He was just with the
I'll definitely
potential
watch.
for
I
one
watched
shot.
ISF
Boots
last
now
year. I'm gonna
caught
watch
alone.
it this year.
Banana pushes him back.
Well,
I was like one of the only
3-2-1.
people restreaming ISF
Kufra
last
is
year.
there to flank. Oh,
We did great
Naomi
views on
all
it.
purified now.
A
Boots.
couple hundred
No
live
way.
viewers.
Oh, he gets taken down by
Skylar
Skylar.
goes down. Or Skylar takes
30
boots.
seconds is going to be the time for Boots to come back. Will it be in time as Lord watches mid?
11,400 gold lead for RRQ. Oh, how the tables have turned for Onyx this time around. it doesn't look like Onyx have the proper engage tool with keyboard on the Minotaur.
Gwenny
But
jungle,
let's see, this might be
semi-tank.
the final push.
Let's see.
Possibly
First
viable.
second with the shield
We've
immunity.
we've already
Cover
seen
finding
hints
the
of
right target.
Gwenny jungle and like,
Ufra jumps
or
in.
Gwenny
Oh, he goes
roam.
to damage by Skylar.
That's
And
it,
this is
GG's.
it, Aurora kill. Answers back in game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Derby will extend to game number 3.
Wow, dude. Goes with that. Like we mentioned, the
All right, let's see. Onyx on left side, Onyx on blue side again. Once again, they first picked the Valentina.
There you go, the Farsa and Paquito.
Farza.
The
We haven't been
punch for the
seeing a lot of
punch here,
Farza in
signifying
NA
that
recently,
the
which I'm
Paquito pick. Onyx,
I'm like,
they
yo, like, can I
definitely
get it? There's
change
other
things up
mages
here.
to pick with Kadita, Valentina,
a bit more of a vulnerable backline and
Yves,
a bit of a stronger ultimate. that this
Angela.
Guardian
Well,
can
Angela's
take
mostly
full
roam, but
advantage
still.
of. For Onyx, I think it's gonna be a pick more towards.
Like,
the
I'm not
roam.
as
They're gonna
surprised,
try
like,
and hide
seeing,
the
like,
field in
Yato
front
not
of
pick
this
up the
for
Farza,
Rico.
especially against, like,
They get
TOB,
that
because,
show, though.
like,
It's
Farza
nice
just
to be
gets
flexed around, but
owned
at the
by
hands
assassins, but
of
so do
keyboard,
any
that is
mage, really. That's the thing. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
but
any
you
mage
mentioned,
gets
right,
owned by
keeping, the
assassin.
cards
Ken
close for the
Konike, what's
important
up?
Players, and I think one of the most important players for the side of Onyx is Boots. And he actually does have
Yeah.
a fun fact here. Opa Whiting!
Nana next patch.
Boots' performance in a week can be determined by the number of K-dramas he watched.
Opa, opa.
So the question is, did he watch a lot or not a lot
This
We can
week.
ask
this
Bude.
week?
We can ask Bude to like ask him during the
Yeah,
interview.
we need to ask.
Wow, that's a weird charging method. But as you were mentioning, Eterna, securing a strong EXP matchup that has been something that Onyx really likes to do.
Oh my
Not
God.
for RRQ. They're preemptively taking this Boxia. Even if there's no Uranus, it still means that this Boxia is able to come in and be fast, roaming around.
Sorry, I want to know, why are you emoting so hard?
Baj
What's
right
up?
on his
What's up?
channel that
What's
he
on
left
your mind?
BTK. What happened,
Oh,
Trex?
this Boxia. Fun fact.
No roster
First
adjustments
pick
have
on
been
this Boxia
publicly
has
announced yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, it hasn't taken a loss just
I'm
yet.
not Tom Holland,
Really?
guys.
Yeah, 0 losses, I believe.
I don't leak.
Wow.
On
I'm not
first
G the
six,
Ico,
so
guys. I don't
I
leak
believe
info,
so,
man.
right? I think so.
There might be one where he was using it against a carry.
Oh,
But
going
I
up
don't-
against.
I don't quite
I
remember
don't
it.
think it's. Was it first? I think it's alter ego, no?
Well,
I
don't
see
remember
Elf
that.
Bar
It's been a
Connoisseur.
long-
Yes. Yes, sir.
We'll see.
What's
We'll
up,
see
Owen?
once, some people in the chat start spamming like, "Yo, bro, you're wrong." What?
Was it first? I think it was first.
Well, for now, the 1-1 has been
A
banned,
new tank
though,
would
so
be nice.
is
When's the
this
last time they
something
released a
that
tank,
is
yo?
Something we don't know of. This 1-1 seems like an inside joke among all.
Yeah, but I heard he deleted it already, right?
like there's some insider information we're not privy to as casters.
Yeah, I agree. I think the one has been quite popular. Maybe something that they found out in scrims. Maybe
Well,
CW has picked it up quite a. Oh no, sorry. Skylar has picked it up quite a bit.
one thing for sure is Cho catching a 1-1 is quite hard. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's quite hard because that second skill.
When's the last time we saw a new
basically
tank, yo?
purifies the crowd control that
Who was the
Cho can
last new
bring.
tank?
So perhaps what they're trying to say is, yeah, let me just ban this 1-1, this annoying hero, so that I can catch an easier opponent. Let's see though. First pick.
Beatrix
It's
ban.
gonna be the Beatrix ban indeed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Fredrin's
right?
not a
That
tank,
RQ
yo.
actually banned out the Mantra,
Actual
so they're
tank.
Like, okay, maybe.
Actual
the
tank.
Beatrix.
Roam position hero.
Skylar has been performing
Guys,
out of his mind.
Yeah, glue.
Claude with
Glue,
the
and even
Beatrix
him.
taken away, you're right.
Who was the
Goldie
last
is
hero that
definitely an
actually gets
option
played in the
if they
roam
want to
position?
Coalesce in terms of this early game kind
Who
of
was the last roamer?
composition that RRQ have brought.
Mhm.
In another world,
By sale time?
I don't know.
Fredrin,
wait, is
Edith.
Brody a good matchup against Harris?
Edith.
I think that's the safest you got.
I think it's cool.
And you know
in
what's
the
really
sense that
crazy? You
they're
guys want to hear
using
something really
the
crazy?
Beatrix as a source
Crazy?
of burst
The
damage.
last
And now
actual
with the
roam
Phoenix
hero
right, I think there's more chance that
that
CW
was
will
dropped
go
was
on that purify yet
Atlas.
again, and he's gonna be a bit more slippery.
You know how long ago that was?
With a torn apart memory.
Holy
there could
crap,
be a chance
guys.
That they can use
Fredrin, Edith, Glue, Barats, Atlas. Atlas was the last actual hero that got
There
plays
you
in the
go.
roam,
That
the actual
roam
tank that got
pick.
played in the roam position.
It
That's
opens-
insane.
That's a good hero for Kyra in this current situation.
Support?
There's a Farsa, so going for. Hang on.
Florin,
You think-
Matilda, Atlas, come on, give us some more roamers, Moonton.
Halkert.
Give us
Ooh,
some more roamers.
Halkert is possible, along with his youth zone. That's going to be a huge problem for the backline.
Going up against the Baksha, though, it's quite
And
tough.
supports, man. Give us more roamers and
Assassin going
supports.
up against Baksha is very tough, right?
Stop beating yourself.
No, I was thinking.
Thinking out loud.
I think it's harder. You know what?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
going to be the
Bane.
Bane, yeah.
Is this
Going for
game
the
live?
safer
No.
pick.
This is from week 1.
Yo, 0% win rate on the Bane though. We'll see if Onyx can make it work. As of right now, in theory, again,
I want to say it's probably actually harder to make a good roamer than a
RRQ.
marksman or something.
Unless though the jungle gets taken over, and that is exactly what the Baksha is designed to do. So this
Because
is a bit of
pretty
a concerning
much
situation. Last pick for
anything you
RRQ.
want out of a good
We're probably
roamer
gonna
is
try
just
and
like
add on to
CC,
this.
right?
Crowd control?
CC or something like
They really
that.
wanna go crazy here.
And
I
like
know
to make
Valentina's
something
on
that's
the opponent,
essentially
but
not
he
the
can't
same
take
as
Atlas.
every other
Oh,
roamer
that's
that's
so-
already
that's
come
too
out.
risky.
It's hard to
That's
come
too
up with
risky.
something
That's too
original.
risky, I
It's
think.
like okay, we're gonna make a roam that like,
Okay.
I think Kufra
all right,
is so
here's
much
gonna be his
safer.
ability sets. He's gonna like dive in.
Oh, man,
and
this
then
is
he's gonna
scary.
cause
Like
CC
you
to
mentioned,
everybody.
right, on paper,
Oh, you're
it
talking about
definitely
Kufra.
gets attached not only
All right, wait, I
for
got a
the
different one. I
dive
got a
coming
different
in
one.
from RRQ, but also to
All right, so
cancel
this
out
one
that
is
feather
gonna
airstrike.
like it's gonna
And it
have a
does get
first skill
opened up,
stun.
but knowing play,
And it's
he's
gonna
really
have
good
some
with his
CC,
resource
but it's gonna stand
allocation.
still while
He's
doing
gonna
this.
wait
Oh,
until
you
that
mean
deadly
Lolita?
catch is
Oh
used.
shit.
We'll have to see.
All
Both
right,
teams have
like-
a lot of problems to deal with. I'm concerned about the early game right here. For RRQ, that's Baxia, Paquito, Farsa, and Kufra.
Baj deleted
That's
that
a lot
post.
of damage, but the longer the game goes, this time there's no.
It's not that they're harder to play; they're
damage
harder to
scales as
make
well into the
original
late game, like the
versions. That's what I
Beatles.
think. It's
gonna be the
it's
Brody.
hard to
So
make an
Onyx, in a
original
way,
hero
has a bit
for
more
that
of a chance.
position that doesn't just feel
This
like
time
a
around they have
copy
the
of another
Farsa.
hero.
Right, so perhaps they can work around that, the high ground artillery, as well as the burst coming in from the feather airstrike. But definitely that is also an ultimate that can be used to Onyx if deemed useful by Drian.
He probably got told to
So there you
delete
go,
it
ladies and
because
gentlemen,
until official announcements are made, players aren't supposed to talk
to
about
the
it.
Royal Derby, Leg 1, RRQ, Onyx. Game
The
3
conclusion.
back to a best of 1. Who's gonna come out on top?
It's about Baj saying like,
Let's see.
thanks for everything,
Spell check
BTK,
and
because
spell
he's
check
not like going to be
Rashi,
playing with
Mr.
them or
Analyst,
something. I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
Well, Naomi is going with the concussive blast still. So is Fersic. So far it's just a tanky.
CW's on mid side.
It's just a tanky build to just go and ram into your opponents. But Fersic
Yes, only
isn't
2
going
changes.
to try and contest
And
or try to
60% of the
steal
team has to
the
agree with the
opposing
change.
buff.
So
Because
3 out of
right now,
5
the
players
game
have
is
to
good
agree
but
with the
look at that.
change.
No, early purify here. Popped
That
by
way, like a
CW.
player can't just get
Naomi
kicked
with
by
level 2. Oh, Skylar
like
already
like whoever's the
munching
maker of the
that gold
team
shield
can't just be
bot
like,
side
yo,
to a
screw this
half
guy, he's got to
HP.
go.
Wow, that's already good early start for Skylar.
Yeah, it truly is. It's very unfortunate here. I feel like Onyx they were banking on the early game. You can even see from the choice of talents from the Valentino, right? They went for the Bargain Hunter. They're trying to get that item power spike faster in this early game, trying to out-rotate RRQ, but with the Wings by Wings, it's looking like it's very, very difficult. And with the Weapon Master choice, Arashi, that actually confers that Clay likes to bring it to the late game.
He wouldn't mind doing that at all. This is just how this man operates. But a big concern of mine for the side of Onyx is the fact that a Cho against a Cho against a Kufra. We've seen this matchup before. Against, I believe, is it Beloyski on the Kufra, but a Cho finds it very difficult to find those pickoffs with that bouncing ball. So that could be a bit of an issue for Keyboy, but that has never stopped him before.
Nope. And we can see here already top side now.
Oh.
Rion, oh.
Banana's
Forces
been
the
mean
early
on this
and we
Paquito,
call,
bro.
So that means that this turtle, yeah, it should be open for the side of RQ. A very strong early game. This is
Why aren't we seeing
Smasha is a
Paquito
menace.
in NA?
Rotates fast, adds killing
Don't
pressure,
tell me it's MS, man.
and there you go.
I don't want to hear that ish.
3-3,
Whoa.
even Stevens.
Is it Papulong voting for Onyx?
Yeah, the first time in a long time.
The crowd broke him.
Okay.
Truly did. RRQ now kind of breaking Onyx strategy in this early game already with 1,000 of gold lead. And it begs the question why Onyx just really committed into this early game, seeing how great Persic is at rotating on the Baxia with play as well. First Six still able to get that Lethal Wanderer as well, so they are getting the trades, better trades than Onyx here in the early game.
Uh-oh. Keyboy will be poked to a quarter HP. I think 40% of his life there. Forced to use the recall, and take a look at the rotations already. For Q, 4v2. Oh, Keyboy hasn't recalled. Now see how he is at half HP, but no commitments from side of RQ.
Skylar is doing really well in this lane, trying to zone CW from as many minions as possible. That's great. He's getting more turret gold as well. In a way, this composition from RRQ is stronger than in the previous game, but it's also a bit more lopsided, and there's less actual pick-off card control damage, so there's less things that Onyx can be caught off guard with. But now on top, Boots forced to use the dragon form, slides away.
It's crazy that all the resources from Onyx have been used defensively in the first 3 minutes.
Hope he'll learn
of
to
the
use
game,
assassins.
Right? There's not any use
Yeah, I don't
for
know,
these
we'll see.
flickers offensively. CW looks for some damage onto Naomi. Doesn't really have it just yet with the item that are lacking here in the first few minutes. Because of, like you mentioned, how Skylar has been really good at taking these creeps away.
Well, CW seems to be scaling pretty okay, but a lot of action has not been.
Hey, how they just killed Alpha. He's
I
back
think
to
the
his grave.
EXP is where we should be taking a look at. It's gonna be a Yutong with a.
I mean, he was never, like, don't get me wrong, Alpha was good, but he wasn't
No
like,
first blood just yet. This might be it. Naomi now.
I think he had a lot of hype. Oh, nice kick, nice kick.
Naomi taken down. Keyboy now might
Che
be
away,
the
able to pick up the
with
kill.
totem
Keyboy goes down to
memory.
Skylar, though.
Says yes, it's gonna be Banana now taking damage. 4,000 HP on this turtle. Parry is still in that vicinity. It's gonna be first taking it comfortably. Clay still forces to use the Purify. Scholar forces
Kyrie
to
just
figure out
missed
as well.
a basic
But
hit
at
and
the end
a
of the day,
first skill in a
RRQ
row.
wins out on that trade.
Unfortunate,
Kyrie.
right? Like, RRQ, they were so good at baiting Onyx resources. I think the Deadly Catch is so good for the Retribution take, but
Now,
Kyrie
there's a
was
good
forced to
point,
use it
James
early
Fam.
because of the
I
engage
agree.
from RRQ to prevent more casualties in that team fight. And with that, it was super easy for First Six to just walk in, roll in to get it, but oh,
Give
they
Baja
canceled.
a big
Yeah,
set
it's
roam,
canceled
man.
now. Oh, with the better airstrike, Keyboy, no resources whatsoever.
Stop trying to force him into Kaja
Kyrie
picks,
here
man.
In the bush.
Just
RRQ,
because you
seems
feel like it's
they
meta.
read that out. And take a look at Baksha. So proactive, taking the purple buff out of the hands of Kyrie.
He's just wheeling around as much as possible. You can't really leave him alone, especially when you're spending so much time in the bottom side right here. Jian steals the feather airstrike, but he won't be able to use it for a lot, except for clearing, unless Fersik comes in.
Drian,
Yeah, ISF starts next week.
By Fersik. Now, will they commit to this? It's a 4v3. Onyx, they know better.
When does the power spike from the Bane hit, right? On the Bane.
So far, unfortunately, in the MPL, we haven't seen it too often, but Keyboy will be able to slide away. RRQ, they're trying their best to be aggressive, but right now, this might be the force that they want. The conceal will actually deter them away from it, though. They wasted a lot of time rotating around there. for
NACD
no real
playoff
good
is
gain.
9:30, 10-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
75%. Now to the hands of the Kingdom.
Yeah, the Kingdom really pulling through here. 75% audience prediction here. But he's
2 days of games, boys, not just one.
Very different to what we feel in the venue. It feels like a really good 50-50. Both of these teams really having the support of the Kingdom and the Sonics. But back into the game, 6 minutes in. almost
4
7.
teams,
RRQ still
2
holding
days,
control.
1 winner.
They have the lead, they have the dominance, but they're playing very, very slowly.
I'm waiting for MPLPH to start
Waiting for
too,
the right
man.
time. This might be
I'm
it.
really excited to like.
Bane will get the turtle comfortably. Keyboy, though, will be punished. But Calm Flicker gets him out of the way. So it's a trade fully favoring the side of Onyx.
Very well played for them to just sneak in that turtle, but as a result, they lose control. And against a team like this, you want that vision. You want those minion waves
I wanna
as
see-
far
'cause
away from your jungle as
I
possible.
want to see where they
RRQ
fit into
immediately
all
start
of these new
encroaching
emblem
on Kyrie's
changes, the new
territory,
meta,
most
etc.,
likely denying the
etc.
orange buff away
I
unless
want to see how they
they're
fit
gonna
into
kill as well.
everything.
Oh, good catch.
What are
onto
gonna
his
be their
tower.
hot
Cancelled
picks?
immediately with the Magic Ball, but
Kyrie picks up the kill.
will secure
Keyboy
the
goes
kill.
down to
Butterfly
Clay.
towards 2 in the backside.
Naomi on the run.
Very
Boots!
low. Gets taken out as well. Now First isolated in the backside. Gets taken down. A Banana finding compensation. Taking tier 1 in the mid lane. But overall, Onyx, I feel like won that fight.
Yeah, they're playing the team fights really well. 3-4-1 trade. that gold gap that RRQ have built is slowly shrinking. And what I find most peculiar is the fact that, like you mentioned, Arashi, Persic has been very active in the jungle of Kyrie, but look at the level lead that he has.
Who is Warrior
11
from
to
BTK?
10 on Persic.
I don't know, some bum they found on the side of the street. They gave him a phone and he picked it up and he was just godly. He smelled a little, but it was okay. They found their roamer. Brought him to Romania. He's changed his life since then. He was just a homeless man in the corner. Now he's Warrior, the member of BTK that we're all going to grow to know and love. No, I'm just joking, guys. Just joking. I don't really know Warrior that well. I don't know.
It has crowd control, but not moving backwards.
The name sounds super familiar. Like, I'm pretty sure he's played in past NACTs, maybe with other teams. I want to say he may have even played a little bit in NASL.
This is where it gets quite scary. The Lord is so important. If Onyx gets it, this allows them to equalize in the structural difference.
We haven't seen him really play competitively.
This allows them to get that much closer to gaining full control of the jungle. And
we'll see how he does at ISF.
Before that dreaded late game makes its appearance.
Wait, did I see that right? Clock of Destiny Drian? 9 minutes? That's so long.
Oh, let's see here, Banana. Looking for an angle. Clock of Destiny, 9 minutes maybe. He
it's the second item.
Another item. And I know we need to check on the items here, right?
We'll have to see once the items do pop up. But on the top side, notice how the waves are converging on the side of Onyx. That means it's going to push towards.
I'm pretty sure Warrior was with Gosu. I think he's been with BTK as well.
This Lord or go for a team fight. They wait too long, they lose towers.
And all the while, you can see here Onyx just farming up there in their own jungle. I think a play is about to elapse here. Keyboy trying to open up the map, trying to get vision. Clay needs to be careful with his positioning. Keyboy can always go in with a flicker, jet the way of dragon combination.
Where are you guys getting all this info from, man?
Towards the bottom lane. Yuzong's there.
I know what my notes say.
Clay is on a purify. So
they briefed us today, and I missed it, but I still looked over it all on roster changes. So I know like what my notes say, but I'm just wondering where you guys are getting all your info from. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. Zane's stream, okay.
Keyboy can't really.
Who's Cardi playing for? I saw a clip that said he's playing for Avalon.
Cool. Well, Onyx right now, they're just playing it safe. They're just waiting, because look at that wave, man. That's 2.5 waves built, I believe. It's going to crash into the turret, and I think RRQ, they are willing to let go of one turret, but Onyx is willing to just do this unless...
Cardi himself said it. He's going to play for Avalon.
Half HP, though.
What's he going to play, guys? Cho and Esmeralda?
Use the recall
I'm just joking. I'm kidding. But seriously,
know that he commits to the recall? Let's see. First with the shield unity, catches boots.
I guess it is a good time for him to come back, right?
Black Dragon form.
Because like a lot of EXP laners from 2 years ago are popular again. It's a good time for him to maybe like come back and start expanding his hero pool while also playing heroes that he's comfortable on already.
Finally, they sent Banana up there, but at what cost? They lost 2 turrets, and now Onyx has full control over the Lord area. Shoes on the other foot. RRQ needs to understand the situation and back away. Skylar is in a very dangerous spot. So is Fairsick.
My God. The deadly catch on towards Fairsick. The damage is not enough. Feather, airstrike. Oh, the damage towards Rion. Almost enough.
Oh, Banana.
Banana jumps in with a flicker as well. Boots is trying to gain more space. No casualties from that fight.
And yet RRQ now, they have control over the Lord. What a Lord dance by both of these teams.
And they still have
he looks to be too low.
Tyrant's Revenge. They still have Knockout Strike.
Aware of the situation. And technically,
Keyboy just got Way of the Dragon back. Kyrie did get
well, they
Deadly Catch back.
Nobody
takes Lord.
Faster, and now they're back in position faster. Banana went all the way to the top side, but that wasn't necessary. The wave was building towards Onyx instead.
Is Bane even used in NACT this season? That's another hero that's not used that much in NA. Nice kick up by Keyboy.
Yeah, I mean, Purify is still on the board here.
Keyboy get away though.
A lot of damage.
Oh, torn apart memories.
With the torn apart memory secures the kill. On towards the roamer, the finals MSC MVP.
Ghani's been stepping up the play-by-play action.
Well, Naomi charges, does not really connect though. RRQ holding their ground. CW trying to deal damage on towards Banana. They know the whereabouts of CW.
We've seen Bane a little bit, especially in stage 1. I'm pretty sure we saw him a bit, but we haven't seen him that much.
Oh my god! Naomi charges, Banana focuses on towards CW Lord, it will be taken care of, but now, Onyx, they don't care, they want to fight! CW gets one member, deadly catch, doesn't really connect on towards anyone significantly, but it is still RRQ grabbing that Lord.
Whew, what an intense situation with RRQ. They come out on
I knew a
top.
lot of them for
They
a
lost
bit,
2
or I
turrets,
knew like
though,
some
and
of
that must be
them,
a
some of the
painful
skill names for a
situation.
bit.
The goal difference has
I think
shrunk
I really
down to less
committed
than
to like
1K,
learning
so
them
that late game
all
power spike we were talking about is definitely in play.
during
But RRQ, they have more
NACT
playmaking tools at their disposal.
fall
If they play
season
this
20.
correctly, they can still come out on top,
22
especially with the Lord on their side.
maybe,
They need
maybe
to
a
try
little
and
bit
escort
before
it
that.
or try and push
Like I knew all the
together
meta
with it to
heroes, but I
confuse
really
Onyx.
committed to like
For sure, but look at
knowing
T-Boy
almost
right now
all
on
the
shows,
heroes'
looking for a
ultimates
flank.
around that time. I had
CW though.
me and Private. Oh, nice play.
Finds the right opening, but no!
Nope, not a nice play.
It's actually Naomi
Private
gets it,
made.
but now it's a good keyboard flicker on towards Skylar. He has the
We had
immortal,
some
though. That's very
flashcards on
important.
Quizlet. It's an
Point
app, and
memory
you can
does
make
not take
flashcards.
Keyboy down. It's a trade for Naomi for nothing, so it's a dub for the
And then we used to
Porcupines.
joke
For sure,
around
a
and just
small
say,
victory here for
like we'd be
Onyx.
like,
But
who
why
loses
didn't
first, you know? Like I
Naomi-
would
why
say
wasn't
hero,
able
you
to
have to say
connect
his
it
ult,
on-
you say hero,
well,
or have someone else
opposite.
say hero,
Why
and
wasn't
whoever says
T-Boy
the ult
able to
first
connect it
wins.
onto Skylar?
He got
Mikasa, what's
stunned
up?
in the middle of all that. That's why all these small stuns from the side of
Man.
RRQ, it just denies your playmaking potential. And of course, with the Kufra,
Bunch of
I
nerds.
think the dash got cancelled right there as well, the Shunpo. So for Onyx, on the other side, they were able to survive and punish Naomi because of the Purify that
I really
Naomi
need to
failed
redo
take
it.
into account in the hands of CW. Now it's back to a Lord Dance as
Someone
well.
want to do flat,
and it's
make
the
some for
exact
me?
Same setup. You have to look at the other side.
I
This
need
time it's equal
flashcards with all 3
in
skills
positioning,
of
so we
every
have no
hero.
idea which one's going to reach first.
Someone
The
makes
team
them
will
for
beat up
me.
Onyx, leads me to believe
I'll give
that
you
it's gonna
50
reach
bucks.
first unless Banana shuffles with the equilibrium.
Someone make flashcards
see
on
Kyrie
Quizlet with
play
all
on
3
the solar
skills, and I'll
earlier
give you
on.
50
On the
bucks.
Samsung.
You just
Isn't
send me
that
'em.
the fastest hands you have ever seen?
That's the fastest hands I've ever seen,
There's
man.
so many heroes, and
Can't
there's
even see
3
his
skills for
Wow.
everyone.
Can't
It's a
even.
lot, man.
Imagine his itemization
Do it
right
on
now.
Quizlet, though.
Well, we can
It's
take
got to
a
be
look
on
at it
Quizlet,
right
because
here.
Quizlet's really easier. Some sort of
Counter-Strike,
flashcard
fielding,
app that's just
Molecular
like boom,
and the
boom,
War
boom,
Axe.
boom.
He has a ton of
'Cause I
damage,
wanna
but not a lot
expand
of
knowing all
defensive
3
options,
skills for
relying
everybody.
solely on the kit.
Give you 10 mins.
But look at
I
the
tried to
gold,
do it
though.
on
He's
ChatGPT, but
actually doing so much
ChatGPT
better,
kept
but Traffic is
screwing
a
up.
tank, so keep that in mind.
Because
That
it
is
gets info
definitely
not
a
from
factor
new
in the
stuff.
gold discrepancy.
Both teams now toning down their.
So it has like all the old hero
tempo.
names, all the old
For
hero
some reason,
skills.
RQ though, they.
So
the
ChatGPT
map is,
doesn't work. If that's why you think it's
60%
only going to take you
red.
10 mins.
It's safe to say. And I think they should capitalize on it, right? Top side here already controlled by the Paquito. And with the Lord up, Onyx needs to respond. They need to play more reactively just because, yeah, again, the map is red.
Ooh, Onyx has just used the Magic Sentry.
So
but we know
ISF
that
might
there's
start
nobody
on the
top side.
26th,
Now
but the
CW
Mobile
is up there,
Legends
and the Lord is 12
games
HP.
start on the
RRQ wants
28th,
to
I
force
think, or
this.
29th.
I think everyone's
So you have to
converging
think
at
about it
the
like
same
that, like,
time, though. That's a conceal.
ISF has
Position.
tons of different
Oh,
titles,
they
has a
commit to
bunch of
this.
different game titles, not just
Here you
Mobile
go.
Legends.
Oh,
That
he's
might be
dragging
why
the
you
wrong
see
way.
that.
He has the immortal, but rather airstrike.
Keyboy goes down.
Oh,
Banana takes
take
Lord!
BANAA.
Good play, good
Now
play.
Boots
Boots in a
gets
bad
stunned
spot.
in the middle of everything, gets
Couldn't
taken
even
out by
move,
Skylar.
bro. The
Naomi,
dude
it's
couldn't
all
even
a
move.
brawl. Keyboy will not be
RQ.
able to survive.
Might take this here.
He has the flicker. It's a one-man casualty. But
What do you like?
RRQ,
Team
do
Indo.
they have enough manpower, firepower to end this game?
They sure do, man. Banana,
I don't want to talk about the team that I like in Indo.
Hey, what a monster.
'Cause they're
on the
trash.
Paquito, taking the Lord, finding the dub for Onyx, getting Boots taken off the board. He's doing so much for his team right now. And the Lord is going to charge with a mana disadvantage.
I'll say this, the
Do you
team
think
that I
Onyx
like
can
in
defend?
Indo got to
HP
third
feather,
place.
airstrike,
What
group
season is
maturity,
this? Season
Lord, will be
12
taken
and
care
season
of.
10 they got to
have a
third
good
place.
high ground here on it. They have the Herald.
And I think that's
But
when
it
I
seems
kind of
like
started to
the
like them.
agenda
I'm pretty
for
sure they got to
RRQ
third
is
place
just
in
too
season
much to
12.
base turrets,
PL,
especially the bot side, which they
Indonesia.
can't.
So close.
They're playing it so disciplined as well. The old RRQ, I feel like, would just keep going, right? And see how it turns out. But RRQ, they know. They've just won in a Lord Dance situation. Now they have more macro plays in their disposal with the mid and bottom base turret taken out for
Yeah,
Onyx.
third place
So
team,
RRQ
season
can
10.
Go for the Lord Dance, have 2 waves pushing automatically.
I'll tell you that
and
much.
They can even go and get control in Onyx side jungle.
I didn't watch them much last season though, or the season before, so I don't know, man.
It's looking tough, right? Looking
I
at the
feel like
real-time
RQ and
probability that
Onyx is like a
Samsung's
cop
actually
out.
this Series
Like I don't want to
5G.
pick one of those two
Already
teams because it's just a
69%.
cop out, bro. You know?
Win probability here from RRQ. But honestly, at this point, right, 18 minutes in, we're getting into that late game. One mistake might cost you the game. The lucky
Aura,
thing for
Aura
RRQ is
Fire,
they have a lot
baby.
more towers to fall onto. Whereas
That
Onyx have
season
lost
really
so
made me
many
want to be an
turrets,
Aura
so
Fire fan.
those lanes as well, they're going to be crashing in favor.
Also,
of
I don't
RRQ.
watch
Have
enough
to be very
MPL
careful.
ID to really like
these
have a
Lord
team like for
takes.
PH.
I was wishing
I have
could see
I have
replay
teams that I'm
of
fans
that
of, that I'm a
Lord fight,
fan
'cause
of.
It was so good.
Like, I'm a
Everyone
RSG
stopped
fan
people
for
from making the
PH.
play, and Naomi got between everyone. Hey,
I'm an
on
Echo
cue
fan.
by the Samsung Galaxy
Echo
S
RSG
series.
are
Look at
probably
that,
my two
P-Boy
teams.
Gets denied his playmaking tools, and Naomi just stops everyone. And at the same time, Onyx focused on the Lord, but Banana got the better of them. And just like that, Skylar can kite back. He's still
Geek
pulling
Slate
G at
got
this
third
point.
place last
RRQ
season,
could have
didn't they?
gone for
Geek
a bit
Fam?
more maybe, but they go with a
They're
disciplined
Geek
route,
Slate
and
now,
now
aren't they, guys?
back to
We don't
another
call
Lord
them Geek
Dance
Fam.
in 25 seconds, showing again maturity from both these teams.
Keyboy did his job, right? With that Wave Dragon, he forces the Baksha to
No,
be
Alter Ego
outside
did.
of
Alter
the
Ego did.
area,
Alter
Lord
Ego
area,
did.
right? But Kyrie's retribution on that situation wasn't on point. It was actually Banana with his Paquito was able to find that last hit on towards that Lord, a critical Lord, mind you. Man, it's another reset. And again, RRQ still with the map control.
Oh, you can see that earlier. Banana.
They're back to Geek
as well as
Fam
Clay,
again.
They were looking for an ambush, but unfortunately, the timing wasn't quite right. Naomi, though, goes for Keyboy.
That sponsorship
Is
didn't
this the
last
right
long.
move? Now take a look at Banana. Oh, the torn apart memory deals a lot of damage now. Combined with the feather airstrike, it made Onyx. It made Onyx just fully retreat.
Instant zone out from RRQ.
Oh.
Babusk wants to go and re-engage.
Oh my God!
Is
they
Arad
forced
gonna
a
be the
fight
jungler
with
this
Is
season?
the right call?
I didn't
No.
look at all the
RRQ
roster
in
announcements.
time to disengage. And now it's just Onyx again on the defense.
Wow, man. Onyx, that was a risky move. Boots going in alone there. I think RRQ assumed everyone else was following behind him, so they backed away, which is the right play, but that could have been really bad for Onyx. With the next Lord coming in, though, this is their chance.
All I
If
know
they
is
don't
last
mess this
season
up, it
everyone
should
was
be
hating on
the
RSG. I was
ending
like
play,
probably the
unless
only person
Onyx
cheering
can
on. I felt like I was the
once
only person cheering on
somehow
RSG last
change things
season.
around. Gia now with the Divine Glaive means
Everyone
a
was
lot
like,
more damage.
"Meh,
These
meh,
champion
meh.
members, these fighters,
Aqua's not
RRQ needs
playing
to be a bit
anymore,
more
this or
careful
that,
when they're
you know.
threatening, when they're just
Whoever it
feinting
was, I
an
think it was what
engage.
Demon Kite and
Remember
Aqua
that
weren't playing anymore.
Valentina needs to be in range,
Maybe
and
not
so far
Demon
with
Kite,
the positioning
I can't
coming in from
remember.
RRQ,
But everybody was like, blah,
been
blah,
giving
blah.
him a lot of options to work with.
And I was
especially
like, they're
with
going to
the
do fine.
IMU.
They make it to
So it might not
playoffs.
even
And then
actually
what?
be
They
a
got third
factor
place
in this
last
Lord
season,
push.
didn't they?
Let's
Ooh.
see. Harry's gonna be insta half HP. Lord is now taken care of. Question mark. Take a look at the backside. Oh my God, Boots. Trying to play as much as
Well played.
3-man
Well
knockup.
played.
Oh,
Double knockup.
my Goodness.
Is it enough?
Naomi now looking to find the survival, but it seems like Onyx, they managed to defend this one against all odds. RRQ, they're the ones retreating.
Ooh, RRQ, they went for the instant end right there. You saw there was less damage being dealt to the members of Onyx compared to the actual base. That was very, very close, but I think RRQ, they kind of chickened out last second and they back away. It's back to another Lord Dance, and the longer they do this, the more Onyx can get a read on what they're trying to do, on who they're trying to punish in these bush mind games.
For sure, it really all depends on who's going to pull the trigger first, right? So far, if we take a look at the items, everyone is full build at this point.
Yeah, this is an old
But when
game.
you take into consideration of the defense,
This
anything
is from
standing
week
out to
1,
you
day
here?
3.
When it comes to defense,
We're
I think
rewatching.
to
I
be
didn't
too
watch much of
idealistic,
MPL ID
to
this
try and
season,
think
so
that
we're
some
catching
items
some
can really
games.
Save your life at this point. For Clay, it's just so much damage. He's chunking the whole backline for half HP with a single bolt from the Feather Airstrike. Onyx, though, has been able to secure one more turret. What's going on here? This is RRQ. They're kind of... They feel like they're losing out in the control now. They're backing away and letting Onyx take those turrets away.
Oh! Boy, finding
Why
one,
come
no
and lose
clear
twice?
follow-up, though.
Wow,
Keyboy.
bro.
Oh my God, he needs to
Wow,
he has
bro.
no immortal. He gets taken down. Killing spree for Clay. And now, take a look at the collapse. Kyrie in an awkward angle. Caught. Gets taken down. Immortal pop now. It's surely a secure kill. Onyx, they got dismantled. They got overzealous there. That was unnecessary. And now RQ looking to clear 2 waves.
Why do you guys
Top
think
and
YSS
mid.
isn't viable
Correction.
right now?
Will they commit?
2-0.
35 on Keyboy, 44 on Kyrie. Let's see. RRQ.
Too squishy. Does he take too long to
They
scale?
have not find the right opening. Shaman Force pops. Purify as well. Oh! CW gets taken now. And
GG's.
now Petrify
GG's.
against all odds. RRQ did it in MPL Id
GG's.
Season 11. They did it again today. Reverse sweeping
GG's.
Onyx. 2-1.
The MSC champions have fallen.
All right, when's the
to
next Sonic
new
game?
kingdom rising from the ashes. The
Bro, did she just use the Mirko line? Rising from the ashes? All right, next RQ game is RQ versus Rebellion. No, Onyx versus Geek. I mean, next Onyx game is Onyx versus Geek.
Dan juga efek dalam persenan darah tersebut lah. Intinya secepat mungkin kalau kamu
We want
bisa
AE versus
kasih
Onyx? Is that what we
burst
want to
damage yang
watch?
tinggi, itu efek burn-nya
What do you guys want to
bakal
watch? It has
muncul
to be an Onyx game. It has to be an Onyx game, guys. What Onyx game do we want to watch, guys? First 2 people to say the same one, I'll watch. Geek vs. Onyx, the last one or the first one? First one or the one that just happened the other day? Wait, has there only been one? My bad, guys. This one from day 4, week 1? Or the last? We want the last one. Latest one. Okay, okay. Onyx vs. Geek. Here we are.
Dan voucher game menarik. Nikmati juga promo setiap harinya. Upgrade.
It's definitely the anchor towards a Geek Fam. There were so many moments where impact towards the team, but what about Onyx here? Keyboy. A lot of people have argued that his performance at SBS, not the Keyboy that we saw at MS.
An emotional player. This guy is very moody when he's much hungry to satisfy.
All right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into game number
Albert
1
playing.
of the drafting phase. Now with Albert, with Keyboy, with Beloyski, these anchors in both of the teams and their respective roles. I'm wondering how the coaches are going to draft for them. We see that Geek is on the blue side, Onyx with the red.
Because we know that Albert can use Assassins as the jungler, or even a utility jungler, maybe like Boxia, Fredrin, and the other heroes. That might be making the Geek Fam is confused, because what kind of playstyle that Onyx wants to play on this match. They didn't have the data when Albert is playing as the jungler.
Who's that
Albert in
caster?
the jungle. Again, the big question is
that
whether he's going to
Sheffin?
be playing utility or assassin.
Doesn't sound like
sure,
Sheffin.
I think for assassins, we can all
Is that
agree that
Sheffin?
Kyrie is #1 in the world. But I would actually say on utility, Albert has had a better performance on the Fredrin and even on the box cheers back when he was in RQ in Season 11. We haven't seen him in Season 12,
Coleus.
so we'll have to see it for ourselves here. But it's
Okay.
still the Paquito, the Valentina.
Is he an
I'm
English
guessing
desk?
for Geek Fam, they want to force Onyx to be the ones to ban out that Fanny, and it will work.
Yeah, it works for this game number 1 because no Fanny on this first game, but they still have another assassins like maybe Link.
Is he normally
maybe
an Indo,
Lancelot, or
Bahasha?
Even like they can combo it with the healer meta, like Angela or even Florian.
I agree. Those are definitely options that they can take here. And
He's
it's
new.
surprising to see that with Albert
is he
coming
normally
into
on-
the jungle
on
as well,
Bahasha
you don't really
desk?
see too many respect picks for the
Or
assassins
is
by
he
Geek.
new English desk?
When it's Kyrie, it's usually Ling, Lancelot, Joy, Fanny, all these heroes are taken away from Onyx. But you can already see Geek, they're taking their sweet dear time for ban number 3, and that shows you that this particular change in the
He just has a heavy accent. So
towards them.
I was wondering if maybe he's normally on Bahasha desk.
In this particular match with a Edith banned away.
Yeah, it's a versatile hero because it can play it on the XP lane or even the roamer, and the initiation from Edith, you can mention it. Like the flicker combo with the onward or even the earth shatter, or when your team need the DPS, the magical DPS, Edith can use the primal red.
How effective is the Edith, right? Because in my head, in my perspective, Edith feels like a jack of all trades, but not too much of a master of none.
But mostly, if the team is using Edith, maybe they will play like the counter setup things with the fleet.
Look at the first pick from the side of Geek Fam.
Kadita first pick.
It's always been so much in popularity. And you know what? Let's talk about the man of the hour right now, the versatile player. Albert's the only player in MPL Indonesia's history to compete in 3 distinct and different role. This man
In gold lane, lane, but now Albert on single season, he plays 3 different roles. What a player!
So flexible. So flexible. We love him. But Onyx here, they're going to respond with a Faramis and a Fredrin.
Onyx
Flex in
Albert.
both the roles, honestly, here. Geek, how are they going to
Onyx
respond
Albert.
to this?
Well, with Feral, that's what they need to do, especially one
up against a
1-1?
Terizla, a Kadita, and against the Claude, it isn't a whole man went for the same. You pick a
Have some that sound showing that you know the titles that Onyx.
So
have
like the Faramis does well
successfully
against the
so
Kadita,
far.
right? It's an answer to the Kadita.
I will
But
mention
you left yourself really
Okay.
open because now the
Usually
Claude
when
gets
one
picked
is
and
picked,
also the Terizla gets
think
picked.
they need
Both
to
great
stop it.
answers to this Faramis.
Um,
Also decent answers to the Fredrin.
we need Franco for a Franco would be a sir.
The on Fury.
Yep.
It's
It's all
Honestly, I feel like
else.
Geek
At
kinda
Onyx
has the
is
advantage
an
here.
out-
yeah, it's really
So far.
that has
Oh shit.
from Saber.
Yeah, it's way
Grok
way
gets
too
pick up.
risky in
Damage
this
still comes
regard.
through, by the way. Like you can get out, but the damage will still come through. A single target. It's very
Can it
risky.
burst?
It still bursts.
You triple save 1-1, you will be Unboxia. We gotta see another utility jungler for Geek Fam today.
I wonder if Onyx want to swap things out now.
I was gonna say, what if they swap over the
Do they
Fredrin?
want to flex?
Flex
There's
Freddy.
so much flex, right? Fredrin,
Grok.
what would I do?
Faramis?
Would you go Fredrin against Boxia in the jungle?
It's a tough matchup. I would say no. I would say go for something like a Lancelot, maybe even an assassin. Like, well, it's very risky, but if you want to pull it off here, the Ling. I would say the
Let's
Ling
go,
is
Albert.
can actually escape from the Ling quite easily. It's gonna
There
be
you go.
Lancelot. Solid choice.
There it is, flex
Lancelot,
over.
Safest choice.
Yep.
Solid choice, but within this draft, I think Onyx gonna try to play very aggressive on the early game since they bringing the Lancelot. And for the Geek Fam, they gonna dive into Onyx jungler if they play too passive on the early game. That's why we gonna see on this first game.
I don't necessarily enjoy boots on the Fredrin because I do think that it's not as suitable towards his playstyle in a sense. But I like this flex better. I like Lancelot in the jungle. I think they have a better chance in the neutral objective takes.
Whoops.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Whoopsies.
both compositions have been set in
Basha really popped up after the emblem change, didn't he? Yes, he did.
Kadita from
And here's the
Onyx
thing,
is
Basha was already like
they need to be careful about
really
the
close to the
concentrate
meta.
on
Like he
cooldown.
was there for a little bit
That
and then
has
he
been
fell
reduced.
off. Like I think it was.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Was it right before
welcome
M4?
to
He
the
was
land
kind of
of
popular.
Dawn,
Like
the
he would
Sky
pop up
Kings
in and out
versus
here and there,
the
right?
Geeks in game
He might
number
even be
one
like a
of this
clutch pick
best
here
of
and there.
three match. Remember, Albert stepping back in to Onyx as their jungler.
So I think
We're
now he's just
wondering
kind of back
how
again.
This is going to go for the Sky
And he's
Kings.
good,
The
man.
question is it gonna be a nice debut for Albert as jungler, or Onyx will lose on this match? That's the question that we gonna see later.
Yeah, we're excited. We're a little nervous for him as well because, you know, if he loses this, it's not going to be
I think they have the wrong overlay up for casters. We got all Pakulong and Choji.
But up front, let's take a look at the
There we go.
talents
Mirka,
and the
Eterna,
emblems. Does anything
K-Luz.
stand out?
I think 1-1 still using the tenacity. Even tenacity is already been nerfed, but oh, the orange
Bro,
buff
he
has
just-
been stolen.
beautiful by Niall.
He just
there.
walked up
This is
and
the information that Beloy always gets
did
in
him.
the early game. Whether the enemy jungle
Did him like
uses
that.
the retry on the purple buff for the first buff, petrifying the breath of the ocean. Albert might fall here. Thorn rolls defensively with a puncture. Niall, Tortoise's Poissons running Keyboy down as a wall. Keyboy flickering out. One more shield, but Keyboy is able to dodge. A few more damage ticks from that second skill. And Geek Fam are dominating the early game.
Wow.
So, like,
Already
let me
just
say
really,
something.
really
You see
good
how Geek Fam is
rotations
doing
coming
this?
in from
Like,
Geek
this is
Fam,
what
being
you're
able
supposed to do
pressure
against
Onyx
assassins.
earlier
Like, this
on,
is why the
pressure
tanks
Albert in
are still
particular
viable.
on
This is,
an
if
assassin
you have a
that is
tank and you're going up
quote-unquote
against an
a lot more
assassin,
vulnerable
it's
than
the way you're
Natasha.
supposed to be playing. You're supposed to
Definitely
get in
something
their
that they can
face, get
take
in their
advantage
jungle,
of in the
try to
first
deny
few
them
minutes of the
buffs,
game.
harass
Albert
as
is
much
still
as
level
possible.
2, but
And for some
that's the
reason,
advantage from
BTK
Geek
is
Fam
not
that they
doing
play
this when they're
with
playing against
two
TOB and what's his
mid
name
laner
picks
that using
assassin.
magical damage, and even the
I don't want to bring
who
it
can
back to
dive
that
into the
again,
enemy's
but like,
jungler easily on these early game.
He rotates too fast. He
Like,
rotates
this
too
is-
fast. Onyx, at the moment here in the early game, it doesn't seem like they can compete with the quickness.
it's literally the
the
reasons why
rapidness of Geek
assassins
Fam
died,
right now,
because
and
they
you
just
can
got
already see that
bullied
they're
by
still
all the
up
tank
for the first
junglers.
neutral objective.
Now, with
Remember,
the
this is
emblem
first lord of the
changes,
game.
Gonna
it's
reset.
more
Good
possible
wall.
for an assassin to
Barrier
go
from
against a
Keyboy
tank
keeping at
jungle.
bay.
Like, it's much more
Geek Fam
possible.
tries to go for
but
more.
still,
Albert's level 3.
like, it's not
This
tank
might pick
jungle or
up.
nothing
That purple buff
anymore.
now goes in, and it's still Niall who
But
takes it
still,
away.
like,
Albert, there's no way they can test for this turtle. Onyx, though,
tank
seems like they
jungle
still wanna go for the poke
is still like a
stance.
decent
Giving
counter,
vision for the
right?
team, but it's obviously going to be free for Niall. Goes in for the retribution, real world manipulation, locking them down with the call. Also saves them for now. Sans running, but he gets taunted down. Keyboy getting out, but the first blood will be picked up by Luke. And now that's another
Yikes.
for a boy. Albert still 2
A
levels
boy.
down. Jumps in with a puncture. Once again, another puncture to go and reset. But Beloy's waiting in the bush. Down breath of the ocean.
Oh, knocked up.
But Albert was able to escape Niall. Still looking for that shield unity under the tier 2, but they finally pull back.
The jitters for Albert, man. It's tough, right? Because when you think about it, Albert is a jungler that hasn't played for so long, stepping into Kyrie's shoes. One of the best jungler in the world.
Like,
as
and
you like
there's
to
such a
call
good
it,
point. Like,
Virgo.
he's
It's not
scared to
a
play.
position
He's
that
scared to
is
play
easy
damage
take.
because he doesn't want to get
There's definitely
invaded.
pressure there. And of
But
course,
he's
there's
scared
so
to,
many
for something to
expectations
happen
onto
to him
to keep the
that is
legacy
literally what he
running.
should. But he
And
doesn't
with
do what
him
he's.
being
You know what I'm saying?
level
Doesn't
4
do
now behind
what
Niall,
he's scared of what will happen to
quote-unquote a
him,
rookie here
to the
coming
other
into
team.
Geek Fam. That surely is not
So I'm like,
an easy thing to do, nor is it a good look for him as
confused.
well.
Yeah, now as the rookie have the fire on him. That's why he will prove that he will gonna try to be the best jungler on this season. But look at that.
Rough waves.
I don't want to just say Zane because it's not just Zane. It's BTK in general. They
They
should be doing that.
Even comes down. And Onyx are losing the early game hard to the Geeks.
Yeah, Onyx is getting pressured by Geek Fam movement, but nothing that they can do right now.
Let's see, CW, the crossbow tank, dodging away from the shield unity. Keyboy gets the kill. CW now going to be chained down with a blazing duet out to the back. Shadera finds a kill back. Keyboy forced to flicker defensively. And it's another win as a boy chunks Keyboy even lower, forcing him completely back. Boots trying to cancel the recalls, will be able to do so, but he's going to get chunked. He loses half of his HP, now down to a quarter. And Shadera will not give Boots the proper respect. He doesn't need to. They can just continue the siege as Boots walks up and takes even more punishment.
All right, let's take a little bit of a moment here, right? Because almost everyone voted for Onyx composition. So why is it in the first 5 minutes of game, Geek Fam has been able to lead 3,000 in economy?
Yeah, because they have 2 magical damage heroes on the mid lane, and using Baxia, even they already secured 2 turtles on this game. That's why Onyx needs to like guarding all the objective that they have.
Bro,
so
get these ads
if
out of
Geek
my
Fam
face.
got the pick off from
The
the
hell?
Onyx heroes, but they cannot.
Hey man, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like
like
button.
like
You
the
know,
turret. The outer turret is really
subscribe
important for
button,
Onyx
share
because
button,
if
whatever.
It's destroyed, it makes Geek Fam more easily to dive in.
See, that's the complicated answer. The easy answer, Mirror Curse.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
don't
still
like
early
you.
game.
I'm sorry.
So you just said that it's still early game, right? What are we waiting on from Onyx? Wait a second, wait, Bloisky?
Rough Waves gets out. Keyboy, wild charge, perfectly timed to the Rough Waves, and now it should be Beloy taken down.
Nice kill by
picks
CW.
up the kill with that glorious killing notification. As Shadera tries his best to siege up top. He knows there's no crossbow tank, so there's no real risk of dying here, and he just walks back.
Dude, I think Geek Fam, they might want to go dive this, do they not? It's a 4v3. I think it's a little too risky.
Yeah. And that's the answer actually from your question, Eterna. Because they bring Paramis and bring Wan. They need to play together. They need to stick together to make it works during the team fights happens. But it cannot work on the early game because they need to defending their own lane.
All right, so because Onyx has
Shark
a team
is
fight
really good at doing
composition,
that. It's
they
literally
need to
like
stick with that. And so far, Geek Fam have been able to
it's
exploit
literally
it, being able to get pickoffs
something
on
that
the board,
he
and that's
thrives
definitely
on. It's
not
something he's
the way that Onyx wants
but
to
it's
go about
something
things.
that
But
like we all know
after
him
this
so
lane
well
phase,
for.
we should
But
see
then
a
when he gets
difference, ladies
into
and
like
gentlemen. But look at this pressure on the
M
top
series,
side.
he doesn't
Jared
do
is
it as much for
forcing
some reason.
that turret take from Onyx.
It's due to the facilitation of the team. Geek Fam were able to just zone the Porcupines away. Chadera, whoa! Plays into
Chadera!
Solo kill, a Cole ultra defensively. That's Keyboy with a wild charge, but Chadera gets out with a Purify. He gets caught in the barrier right now with the rough waves. And
Oh! The counter!
Him down. Keyboy still able to flicker out.
No.
Oh my god. Bro.
From a boy with a
Geek
flicker.
Fam.
Slays Keyboy. That's the execute and the cleanup that Geek Fam were looking for.
What a nice backup from the
Geek Fam, bro.
team, because like from the movement with Aboy using the remote manipulation or even the other skills that make the G-Boy cannot stand up, but it's a perfect turtle for Geek Fam.
Yeah, so far still a 3-0-2 here for the stats of Geek Fam. Looks like Onyx, they're trying to defend this mid-tower turret. But with so much high ground, with so much damage, with so much clear coming in from Geek Fam, it looks like it is a little bit difficult here for Onyx, and it's keeping them on their toes. 5,000 gold lead. Again, Colius, I have to ask, is there a particular maybe power spike that Onyx are waiting for before they go in for a full 5v5 team fight?
CW is the key, Eterna. They need to wait until CW get maybe 4 or 5 items to join in the team fights. They have a lot of bodyguard for CW. The called Altar from Paramis or even Kibo using the wild charge if Klaus getting inside. And look at the goal difference there. That it's not too far. The goal difference from Kadera and CW here is only 1,400 gold that can be easily chased by the CW if the team fights happening.
Oh, but that's kind of one item, right? That's
Almost one
item ahead. CW, he needs to catch up. Earlier on, we see Beloyski trying
Yeah,
to look for
1-1's
an
already
ending
kind of
for Albert
nerfed,
here.
like being behind. Oh my god.
That's a shutdown for Sans. Albert getting him low
At least
enough for
Albert
that
doesn't have a death
shutdown
yet.
to be taken away. But for now,
Yeah,
it's
like the
still
stream
on
where you
point
get
of
ads,
safety.
bro.
Getting brought
Straight
back to
up.
the team. He actually mistimed the
Straight
second
up.
skill. Now gets chunked to half. Taunted up by Boots, knocked up again. Albert with another engage in with a puncture. 3 punctures.
Does
and a
this
thorn
series
roll.
go all
Not
3? I don't know
connected.
if I have time to watch all 3
games.
games, yo.
That's a barrier to stop him, but Geek Fam do not want to continue. That's
12,
a brilliant
20.
taunt onto Chidera,
Every time I think I'm going to
forcing
watch
the
games, I
DNI
forget
and
like
chunking
how
Chidera
long
to
games
half
actually
HP.
are. You would
After
think
winning
that
that
you could
engage,
get
we
through
gotta
like a
ask,
few
is
series in a
Albert
few
really
hours,
tank?
but you can't.
I think so.
He went in for
You
a
just
very
can't.
aggressive emblem and talent choice, but he's building into tank.
We're already at an hour and a half,
But
and we've
if
only
he's
watched
building, like,
4
all-out damage,
games.
It's gotta be dangerous when the contest is happening.
We're almost at 2
Because,
hours, and we've
Albert
watched
can
3 games.
easily pick off because Geek Fam having a lot of burst damage heroes with maybe the Beloyski using the rough wave to aim for Albert later. That's why he gonna need all of the defensive items.
Do you think that? Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, no way!
Oh!
He almost got it. That final weakness point was popped up, but Chadera, welcome to the Chad era, ladies and gentlemen. Petrify on the back with only a rough waves. Not enough damage to shut him down. That's a Breath of the Ocean. Albert with a puncture out of the Breath of the Ocean. Penalties on dodge away.
Oh,
from
nice,
Albert.
nice dodge by
Thorn
Albert.
Rose. Now Luke
Beautiful
getting
edge
taunted
by
out. Keyboy
Albert.
dealing some damage.
Thorn
There's
Rose.
no gold laner here for Onyx. Beloyski with a conceal. Now the Breath of the Ocean. Knocking Boots up. No rough waves to play with. Phantom Execution in the back and a flicker with the Appraiser's Wrap, but a boy reacts to it perfectly. Now Boots with some damage. Boots very low. 1 HP.
Beloyski finds it.
Flashes him with water as he takes him down. That's a wild charge defensively. Albert, puncture. 1-2. One more hit from Chadera. Albert is
Can he
running
come through?
for the
Oh,
hills.
no.
He falls to a boy despite a phantom execution, and it's all Geek Fam.
What a
this is
nice
it.
kiting game.
Beautiful, beautiful, but at the end of the day, Geek Fam just steamrolling over the Sky Kings. This was your MSC champions. Does the change on Kyrie into Albert affect Onyx gameplay this much?
Oh!
The steal! What? Did he
Wait,
steal
what?
it?
Yeah. Keyboy!
Wait, did Keyboard just steal that? How did I miss that? What just happened?
But at the end of the day, Geek Fam just
Keyboy finds position.
steamrolling over the
Bro, they got got stolen by a
This
Grok.
is your MSC champions. Does the change on Kyrie
Does he flicker in?
into Albert affect Onyx gameplay?
With a wall! He with a wall!
What? Did he seal it?
Yeah, Keyboy.
With a wall!
He stole that with a
He ain't even
barrier.
with a
And now
barrier.
He gets punished, but whenever you count them out, that's when the magic happens. CW with the Inspire still running away. Rose Gold Meteor popped in by Chidera. CW gets a bit more HP right now. Chidera running him down. Weakness points not ready. CW and Chidera, it's a stalemate. Both of them disengaged. Niles looking for the kill though. Now as Albert jumps into the puncture, gets out. Distracts Geek. But Keyboy, my God!
That's a really, really beautiful movement from Keyboy itself. If Geek Fam got the Lord, I think Onyx gonna be facing a hard time to defending all of the inner turrets, but they got the Lord right now. They can make all the tempo, all the map control back to Team Onyx. And look at the items from the CW. He already secured a lot of potential items that can destroy Geek Fam defensive, like the Corrosion side, DHS, the Malefic Roar, all the penetration and all the damage for the tankiness heroes from Geek Fam.
Is it enough, Colius?
Not yet.
Are those 3 items
definitely not enough.
for Onyx to look for a comeback here?
Not yet, I think, Eterna.
What is
Not
he
yet.
waiting for?
Needs, like maybe the Haskell, because it have the Frenzy, it have the Life Steal, so it's gonna be really important.
Bro,
for
get
CW
these
that he
ads.
needs to wait it. Or the winner
Out of my face!
because the Blasting Duet from Cloud, it's gonna be dangerous if he just dive in using the BMI and targeting the CW. That's why the Wind of Nature is there.
Okay, so finally Onyx find a CW in a comfortable position to go in for these team fights, but wait a minute.
Oh, too many
Uh-oh.
mobilize from CW's first kill. Now there's
Nice
another
wall,
one.
nice
Charge
knock up.
Keyboy.
Albert comes through the backside.
SCW finds a kill onto
Would've
Beloy.
found
The real
Beloy.
manipulation stops them.
Ooh,
Into
Luke,
the
Luke,
back.
Luke.
CW looking for the crossbow attack, and he finds it! Oh no, boy! CW with a double kill. Chidera in the back now looking for it. CW has that with a nature. That was a taunt up and a knock up. Chidera taking low. Albert with the execute in the back. And he finds it. Gets
my
out
God!
with 1 HP. The young lord
Hey, man.
getting out to safety. The winner truncheon used up by
Hey, man.
Nile as Keyboy and Boots continue the fight. Boots able to sustain back up as CW is back to full HP. All the weakness points and now one more first kill to seal the deal. Onyx are
Well
back.
played by Onyx.
4-0,
Onyx are
ladies
back.
and gentlemen, in that exchange, Onyx completely turning it around on the back of the play.
Will NACT be on hold because ISF? Yes.
Wild charge was
What,
able to
2
immobilize
weeks?
a lot
I think
of
it's
members
2
on the side
weeks,
of Geek
3
Fam.
weeks.
And then the follow-up from both
2 or 3
Albert
weekends.
as well as CW. What a comeback.
This is the moment that they waiting for. They need to Geek Fam being baited to like having the team fights when Onyx is 5 mans there. Because the Cult Altar, the defensive, like from the
With
wild
a
charge
wall.
is really important. That
Ritz is like, I think Ritz is not on the live.
Need to be careful, waiting for the Cult Altar has been popped out, and then
She's
doing
watching
kiting.
from like,
Wonderfully
she's watching
executed
from
here.
like
Geek Fam
10 minutes
initially
ago.
with almost a 6,000 gold lead. It's shrunk
Or she's just typing really late. Trex noob. Trex is a noob, bro. That's why I became a caster. Come on, bro. This is known.
What does Geek Fam do? Do they look for a pick-off before they go for this Lord?
This is known, bro.
Fight. Just a straight up fight. What do you think, Colius?
Geek Fam need to pick up someone first. If they play like contesting the Lord with all the
Foya
5
Trex,
like
bro.
10 mans on the Lord pit, it's got
Too
to be
old.
dangerous for Geek Fam because Onyx have the Cult Altar. Onyx have the Albert using the Tone Rose and the Retribution more accurate during the contest because of the damage.
Okay. Who jumps in? Good Thorn goes. That's a Petrify used up. Now the call
Nice
comes
play. Who
down.
takes
That's
it? Albert
Nile.
takes it.
It's Albert who wins it against Nile. Taken very low.
Can he get away, though?
Albert
No.
will be slain. He gets punished
But
for that
Chewe.
steal.
Chewe.
Meanwhile, CW. In the top lane finds a very good base turret take for free. And again, it's an Onyx
Good
W.
trade. Onyx W for sure.
Two huge objective. The Lord and the base top turret.
Just for the
have been
price of
destroyed
Albert,
by
good
Onyx.
price.
I think it's the comeback moment.
That's
for
a deal.
Onyx, and they
That's a
really
combo
need
meal
to
right there, guys.
managing the minions wave until the Albert is arrive again on the land of down, and they're gonna do the team fight again.
It looks like that's what Keyboy's doing exactly, right? CW picking yet another item here in that Sea Halberd. What does this mean for their team fights?
Well, for now, it means that Both. Wait, CW goes in very aggressively. Luke, penalty zone with a nature popped in by CW, getting out 1 HP. The co-owner saves CW, but Luke flickers forward to find a shutdown with a big hammer. And the Blazers back connecting to the back, but Niall survives with a damage reduction from the Tortoise and Poissons.
Boots is just stuck, bro.
Boy, still able to chunk him low, to slow him down, and ultimately to take him out.
He buys time, though. He buys time.
Again, 2-0.
That might have been a mistake from CW. With him taken down, 2 members traded back. Onyx, they've only been able to get that tower in the top side. Nothing more with that. And Geek Fam going in for the counter push.
Wow. They're gonna play on the mid lane now. They're gonna destroying all the inner middle turret or even the base middle turret. It's really dangerous for Onyx.
Dodging away from the penalty zone. Keyboy with the wild charge defensively used up. That's a cool alter to try to save Keyboy. And now it's going to be the Thorn Rose onto the back. Albert doing work. 1 HP on Beloy. No Phantom Execution to be used by Albert. Still on cooldown.
All right.
Teams, it's a sigh of relief.
It's a wise decision, I think. From
Feels like we're already past 20 minutes, but we're only at 16.
Turret, and then they just go back without any heroes that have been taken down from Onyx. And with this counter setups things that Geek Fam needs to manage all the minions, so they got the map control gain. Because if Onyx got the map control, it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be hard for Geek Fam to open the map using all the heroes that Geek Fam have right now.
It's definitely difficult, right? Beloyski needs to find a good flank, but look at Jadare in the backside. Look at the damage. What? He's bursting down Grok. Keyboy with full defense items. They need to figure out how to be able to take Chidera down. And if we take a look at the composition, there's not really anyone who can do that. Keyboy perhaps looking for a flank, a 3-man charge. Even that is going to be difficult to take Chidera down if he has that BMI. What's the option? What's the solution here for Onyx?
Yeah, I know. Because on the late game, that Chidera damage is really, really painful. They're aiming for
Keyboy, come on, make a set.
Wild charge onto the back
there you
right
go.
Now. Stunning the back. Beloyski going to be taken very low as the call alter saves CW. Rose goal built up for CW. Albert now with the Phantom Execution, but Niall is walking him down. Thorn Rose used up with a puncture. Oh, he missed the puncture. That might be a blunder. Luke is trying to punish him right now. Back up for Onyx. Keyboy's rotating, but Albert gets the dash. And he gets out.
The Lord is there. I think
Lord is there.
Want to make
definitely wasn't on the live.
Really meaningful because they need to set up the Lord. They need to bait for the Lord.
I was like, bro, we said that 5. She goes with a wall left. I'm like, you're a little late,
Ritz. They need to pick off someone first because before focusing on the Lord, it's gonna be dangerous because Albert can easily contest it again like before, using the Thorn Rose and the Retribution.
I agree, and I'm also worried about housekeeping here, right? With the Lord on the top side, it is going to favor Geek a little bit, but just because of the fact that they can, you know, continue to maintain that.
Good night. I think I'm gonna stop after this game,
here.
honestly.
But I'm scared. I'm worried. Geek Fam, they have.
It's 12:30 already.
Claude, who can easily go for a plan and beat execution down in the bottom side. But look at this.
I can't commit, guys. We'll continue another day. Maybe tomorrow or Friday night.
To concede this Lord for free. But no, they're still staying. Boots, taunt, 2 members. Boots gonna be taken down by Claudera. That's a kill. That marks the end of this contest. Albert now running back with Onyx for the hills as Luke just gets another smash in the hammer onto
Good night.
with a free Lord to the Geeks.
I thought they're gonna go back because we already see that CW is having a very low HP, but Boots is there trying to dive in, facing against Geek Fam, but it's too low. Now Onyx is like having another kill points. Geek Fam got the kill point from the Boots itself, and they need to defensively without Boots, waiting for the Boots to be arrived.
I guess there's a possibility that maybe Onyx needed to contest that because of their lack in range, right? When it comes to siege, when it comes to base defense, with Geek Fam having a boy, that's a lot of high ground as well as Beloyski to try and go for that backline, and here is the process.
Manipulation to the back right now. Wild charge on the 4! That's a purified pressure there, but it's too low. The co-alter grants the team a second life, but now it's all going to be melted down as the Winter Truncheon was used up by Nile with the crossbow tag from CW.
Oh, CW!
Oh, what a nature by Chidera to survive!
Oh!
The penalty zone from Luke.
Is that it?
The
G's?
It's a bit too late. Now CW handling the Lord. Gets all the weakness points onto Luke. A boy still chunking Sans low. but Geek Fam will finally choose to back away. Now looking at the mid lane, Keyboy with a good smack in the face, but Chidera had that BMI planted in the back.
Never underestimate Onyx during the defensive moment. I think that's the power.
This match went to late game.
Itself. In
Sheesh.
every defensive,
I'm gonna be up forever,
movement that
guys.
they have,
No
it's
sleep
really,
for Trexie.
Really important move that we see on the last moment is wild charge from Keyboy. He's saving the day.
Sure, I think that they were able to defend it, but Geek Fam were still able to get that inhibitor turret in the bottom side. And in the grand scheme of things, I do believe that that is worth it. Onyx have less structures on the board as compared to a Geek. And looking at this, that was
so
really
clean
beautiful
by Luke.
That re-engaged with the penalty zone. Luckily, CW was still able to get out of that with her inbuilt Purify. And now we're back to square one.
Yeah, Onyx is like having a really good.
When you hit that flicker penalty zone, do you have to use the penalty zone first?
Don't forget, they have
Do you have to like hit the
or even
penalty zone and then flicker?
Aramis and Lancelot is very good heroes to defense, like destroying all the minions wave who coming on their base. That's why it's the winning condition from Geek Fam. They need
Or
to
do you
take
flicker
down
then penalty
Albert
zone?
and Sans first before they can end this game easily.
And now for Onyx. What does it take for them to come back? Because it seems like whenever they go for these skirmishes, Geek Fam have more range to play with. And I think for the most part, that's what has been granting Geek Fam these better team fights. The Weeb, that RWM is a problem for CW. And CW, at this point, is the sole carry for Onyx.
With all of the heroes from Onyx, I think they need to play front to back strategy. Because like it's gonna be hard for them to dive in into the back line and to aiming for a boy who always got free position. That's the problems that Onyx needs to face. But now Lord is coming.
Boy petrified that. So no petrifying. I think Onyx has that info. And now it's the battle of the Lord Dance. Aggro control, Niall winning it, taking the Lord to his side, but it's a good barrier to cancel
Gets
it.
reset.
All right, so the Lord once again reset it here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys missed it, 22 minutes has already elapsed. We are now entering the late game. The
CW and Boots on bot side.
Gonna take a toll.
Chidera's gotta go. Clear wave.
Players, especially
Onyx gonna build up. Watch for Veloisky and Luke in the mid bush. Boots gets vision.
Look at this, there's initiation
From
coming
CW.
in from Sans as well as Boots.
Oh, nice knockup.
Onto 3, locking him down 4 now, and that's going to be a lot of damage placed onto Malloy. But he gets
CW trying to find weakness points.
Gets out of the puncture.
Out
Now
comes
the
RWM.
Down, but CW will be able to zone him away. A boy respecting that, backing out. Albert with a good shot on the Thorn Rose. Oh, he gets it with the burn from that Thorn Rose, from the kit that he has. Chidera in the mid lane. Oh, CW's chasing him, but Chidera gets out. Whoa, very, very close with that purifying the BMI.
But they got the Chidera immortality. No more immortal shield for Chidera right now. I think it's time for Onyx if they want to contest this Lord, because it's really important Lord. If they got the Lord, they can destroy all the tower that Geek Fam have left.
I don't know here, Onyx, they're lacking 2 major resources. The real world manipulation should be back in just a few moments, and there it is. Geek Fam, they're ready for a fight if they find that proper engage. It's so scary.
Yeah, because Altar is the key, Eterna. I think they need to pop it on the right moment, on the perfect
Lord gets
moment
reset again.
when Geek Fam try to go all out. To aiming maybe for the
These are looking like
CW or
PH
the
Lord
other
dances.
hero.
I will say
That's
this.
why they need to play the
Indo's gotten a lot better with their Lord dances.
Beloy used the Petri. That was a desperate attempt from Geek Fam. And now it's a wild charge. Knocking Beloy up. That's a Thorn Rose. Beloy gets out with the oddity, but Keyboy's taken very low. Immortality pop in the real world manipulation still, and it forces the Cold Altar. Was that a penalty zone by Luke? It was. Phantom execution now onto Chidera. Good shots.
Minions on the base,
The two
though.
damage on that endless battle. And the passive.
This might be when Geek Fam tries to
Geek Fam
force.
have no resources left though. They only have the Blazing Duet coming in from a Chidera, and his Purify is coming out really soon. Despite that though, it doesn't look like Onyx want to go for this. Keyboy looking for the proper engage. Can he find that miracle play once again?
Chidera's damage now. BMI back. CW still at full. Chidera at half. Beloy. Also Chunk, Athena shield. They're popped in by a boy. Albert taken very low. Phantom execution defensively, and a boy might pull the trigger with that RWM. Look at how low Albert is. Keyboy with a wild charge onto the back. A boy
Flickers.
Flickers out to
Where's
safety.
the real world?
CW
No RWM.
with
CW able to find him.
finds The immortality gonna be sold.
Oh, but Chidera's on base.
Boy buys a lot of time. Meanwhile, on the back, it's
Chidera's
still
on base.
top of the hill.
Chidera's on
CW
base.
versus the boy. Chidera
GG's!
And Geek Fam have taken game 1.
Rewatching it now makes me sleepy.
Wow. The cheddar.
We'll try to watch more PH live. I'm sad that I couldn't watch that much Indonesia live, because it is a lot more exciting when it's live. Sorry guys. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. It's time to lay down, guys. It's nap time. It's nap time. It's nap time. Bruh. 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 Ritz's bruh. Wonder how big I can make your guys' pictures until they get blurry. Bruh. Alright. Toodaloos. I'm tired. It just kind of hit me. Hit me hard. Hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm trying to get Captain YT to start clipping clips for me. He might start doing it for me. To start doing clips for the channel to help grow. Instead of just clipping me and putting it on his channel, I need him to start clipping me and putting it on my channel. We'll see how that goes. Alright guys, night night. Have a good one. See you later. Feel free to hit me up in the Discord. Deuces.